Hello, everyone. Welcome to Swindler's Den. We are here with an extra special session, so we didn't stream this week, but we still wanted to get you guys some content. So this video is on, well, you found it, YouTube and Patreon only. This, I've been calling it session 14.5 or the bonus episode. This is taking place during the same time as the events that happened in session 14 with our main group, but this is a secondary group. We'll be joining Axel, who we've seen a few times outside of the party, along with some new faces. Before we introduce those new faces, let's introduce our players. First, I assume the order is the same on the layout. We have Grizlocke.
Hello, I'm Grizlocke. You can find me at all things Grizlocke. And I'm excited. It's a one-shot, but I'm just for some reason super excited to play this character.
Next, we have Bumbleskum.
Hey, it's your boy Bumbleskum. Are we saying what we're playing?
Nope, we will introduce you as we go.
Okay, I didn't know what the deal was. Hey, it's your boy Bumbleskum. You can find me on the Twitter at Bumbleskum.
We have Dyto.
Hello, I'm Dyto. You can find me on Twitter at Dyto11. And you can catch me on Fridays on Weave the Tail and here again on Mondays.
Yeah, and then we have TommieTaco.
Hey, I'm TommieTaco. You can find me at twitch.tv/TommieTaco whenever I do decide to stream. But other than that, you can find me here on Wednesdays when we do Rime and Sundays when we do Lost Song.
Yeah, and those are over on Twitch, where we usually stream, but not the session, like I mentioned. Last but not least, we have Dr. Phage, character we do know, so you can say that.
Hello, I'm Dr. Phage. I am reprising my role as Axel Breaker.
Yeah. So not too much of a recap because we've kind of haven't done too much with Axel since he left the party, but just so people are aware, Axel has returned to his home Goliath settlement within the spine of the world, Wormdoom Crag, home of the Thunlaka Goliath tribe, as well as some smaller family clans. He arrived with Shannara, the mummy. I kind of forgot she was there until just now. And he talked to the chieftain Ogolai Orcsplitter Thunlaka, who welcomed him back to the tribe, assuming that he was here to complete his destiny. So we will go into it there. So, Axel, you are within the chieftain's living quarters, which is a large room kind of in the middle of all of these split off rooms where the family clans live. Sitting around a fire with her there, and she has asked if you're ready to continue your training, or continue your life's quest, I guess you could say. And she says, well, we should go speak to the shaman and see what he has thoughts for you to do for your quests to prove that you're ready for your destiny here. I should mention, everybody here is speaking in Giant, for the sake of it, because everybody's speaking Giant, so we don't have to pretend to speak Giant and then say we're saying in Common. You just speak in Common. But Giant it's a very from the chest kind of language, and unlike Giants and Trolls speaking it that are a lot slower paced and drawn out, with the Goliaths, Giant has a lot of force to it, yeah, it's a lot stronger based, in deeper tones. This the ooh knock that kind of stuff. So she you're speaking in Giant to her, and she stands up and leads you to a room further back. Is this music playing for anybody, by the way?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay, cool. So she leads you into a room, into one of the caverns behind her. And this room is completely filled with smoke from incense. And in the far back of the room, you see the shaman who you know. He is the one who read your markings at your ceremony for becoming an adult member of the tribe before you were exiled due to these readings. He's an older Goliath who is sitting on the ground with long robes. He looks like he hasn't moved in a very long time, just almost like part of the stone. He's so still. But you can see the skin is starting to crack a little bit. This stone gray skin. And his eyes are starting to cloud over with cataracts from old age, and you can see he's one of the few Goliaths that does have piercings. He has these metal rings that are pierced into the bottom lip, and then they curl around and come into a blunted tip right below the chin. So they don't pierce the bottom, but they wrap around to the bottom. And he's sitting, looks to be in thought, as well as there is another Goliath sitting next to him. Tommy, if you'd like to describe this Goliath.
Hey, so what you would see is you would just see me kind of sitting there next to him with a quarterstaff. I've got some fur wrapped around my shoulders with this hood kind of over my head, but you can barely make out the markings that come down from my eyes and right through the center of my chin with a dot on my forehead with other tribal, what looks like tribal markings coming across my chest with one single strap going across it with like these fur gauntlets and these half robes from my waist down with a big rope.
Yes, and you would know the name of both of these Goliaths. The shaman, you would know, is Aruk Thundercaller Thunlakalaga. And Tommy, if you want to say the name of yours as well.
I am Marok Stone here, Athunaga.
And as you enter the room, again, the smoke filling your lungs as you enter, these different kind of scents coming to you. You hear the shaman begins to speak in his very, you know it at this point. He kind of mumble whispers, and he speaks in an older dialect of Goliath, or in Giant, sorry, that isn't understandable to a lot of Goliaths that are currently alive. He is the oldest Goliath that people are aware of, at over 100. So he kind of mumble whispers to himself, just and I believe his translator should have ways to translate for him. Tommy is muted.
He has to step out of the silence bubble.
Yes, I did. No, so it's like every time I try to click off of something, it like I forgot to unmute. So, Uthal, you have returned.
Yes, I have. I believe I am closer to my destiny.
I look over at Iraq.
Yeah, he starts to whisper again, and Ustan I Unok Taun Inata.
What makes you think you are worthy?
I have begun to learn the craft of the giants. I did not know my purpose, but I have learned to harness some of their magics. Something that we have not done in centuries. I don't know if it's true.
Excuse me, I still have a cough. It's crazy. Inatokun Inot Ida.
We have ways of testing this.
He then motions for you to stand up, Marok, and go over to the chief. And the chief says, yes, we have some things that have been coming up around the spire or the spine. of the world that most warriors wouldn't be able to deal with. But if you truly are worthy, we will send you. A few tasks will require more than just you, though. If you want to follow me, we can show. We can bring you to some of our more worthy warriors, who will be able to help you with our first task. She begins leading you outside, and the shaman has kind of given you the motion to follow with them, Morok. So, if you want to do that,
close my eyes and just bow slowly, and then just start walking out with my stick.
Follows after you. So, Ogalai leads you outside to somewhere that the Goliaths always kind of seem to gather. She says, well, you can see that not many are around currently, and because game of goat ball is going on, of course, and if you're not playing, you're watching, so we'll be able to find them there. So she leads you over to the goat ball court. So the goat ball court is this large area that's surrounded by these giant pillars of stone, and in the center are over a dozen smaller rocks that you can see these Goliaths are perched on. They're jumping between them, and they're throwing this lopsided ball to each other and at each other. And you see some of them are standing off to the side, and some of them are still playing. You see the ball hits one, or is thrown to one of the Goliaths that's standing on a taller rock off to the side. And some of them begin cheering before they stop. And then the ball gets tossed around back to this woman Goliath, who has her hair. It's braided, but it's like it starts off in a triangle pattern where it's shaved until it hits the braid and it goes back down. And the Goliaths here aren't wearing like full winter clothing, not all of them at least, because when they are up in this mountain areas where the winds aren't hitting them as much, where the peaks are kind of cutting the winds up, the Goliaths are able to handle this kind of weather, even though it's still not the most wanted kind of weather right now, but they're able to handle it, and they put on warmer clothing when they go out exploring the cliff sides and the mountain sides. But when they're here in the settlement, most of the time they're just wearing normal clothing. So you can see she's wearing like a short sleeve leather tunic and these longer pants with her boots, and she grabs the ball and addresses everybody in the group, says, well, it's a tie game. I believe that means it brings us down to a duel. I don't think it's fair that I keep playing with you guys. I think I should ref this one. Does anybody want to step in for me out there? She looks around out to where you guys are.
I will step forward. It has been a few years, but I think I still remember how to play.
Well, I can give you a short rundown the rules if you need, old man. Roll a history check, Axel.
22.
22. So she was much younger when you were here before, but you would know that this is Wayani High Hunter Thunlakalaga. Again, she was probably like 9 or 10 when you were here last. As well as you see a few Goliaths who tend to stick out to you. There is an older one out there, much older than the rest of the Goliaths that are up there. Bumble, if you'd like to introduce your character.
Okay, out there, and you may recognize him from many years ago still. He was an old man then, and he's an old man now, but he seems still pretty hardened. He is not wearing a shirt at the moment, but he's just got like padded booting and like pants and stuff like that. He's got markings that like accent his eyes and his like vision, and then like almost engulf the back of his hands, and he's out there. And you know him as an old man. His name is you would know him as Shadowmind, the one who is most comfortable in darkness. And you can see him out there as vigorous as always. You know that he would play Goat Ball a lot in his time.
There's also another female Goliath who seems to be closer to you in age, if Dyto wants to introduce her character.
Axel probably wouldn't be able to see me, but everybody else would see this Goliath with fire red mohawk, long and bushy at the end. It's probably got some twigs stuck in it. And her markings are dark around the eyes, and then they come up to her hairline in like a cheetah pattern. And then markings that accent her cheeks and jawline. And she's just wearing, similar to what the referee's wearing, just a purple t-shirt with leather leggings and her boots, with a bow nearby.
And did you say her name? Sorry, I missed it if you did.
Valrez, Night Hunter, Aga Alalaga. I said that wrong, but...
You see various other Goliaths as well, but you also see a much smaller Goliath than the rest. He seems almost hesitant to be up there, but it's not out of his element. Grizz, if you'd like to introduce your character.
Yeah, so... my character is Pabu, and he's Pabu Thunderclap Thunlakalaga. He's a 15-year-old Goliath, and yeah, he's still growing. He's got his markings kind of shape his chin, and he's wearing right now a fur like shoulder thing, held on by some straps, and like I think it's called a Cossack hat. It's like it's a brown and white fur hat on his head.
I also forgot to throw up a picture of what is happening on the field before Axel got here. I think you can see that now. But yeah, before you walk over, Ogolai, the chieftain, kind of puts her hand on your shoulders. Watch out for the smaller one out there. We're trying to nudge him into becoming more of a warrior. If you can kind of help him along, just give him some motivation, maybe.
That is what I am best at, motivating the youth.
So Axel, you run out there, and you get up on one of the stones, and Wayani says, "Okay, for those of you newcomers, and those of you just need a bit of remembering after getting hit in the head too many times, typically we're trying to score goals by throwing to a team member who is up on one of those taller stones there, but in duel, we're just trying to knock each other off the rocks. This will decide the winner of this match, and I will just do a very mechanical description for you guys here. So, actually, what you're trying to do right now is you're trying to hit the other players off of their rock. The game starts with a toss-up, where you're going to choose. It's kind of a heads or tails thing, but it's called claw or bark, and you choose which one you're going to do. Claw is kind of you're going to try and grab the ball. Bark is you're going to try and throw your opponent off so that they miss the ball or even fall off the rock at that point. You will then roll against each other. Whoever rolls better wins and their outcome happens. And if you clawed and won, then you get control of the ball and you can take your turn from there. If you barked, the ball goes up in the air and then other people have the chance to grab it and then throw it at people. On your turn, whoever has the ball goes first. So we're going to roll initiative, but whoever has the ball always goes first. You can choose either move, so you can move to another rock, as long as it's within 5 feet of you, free enough. If you have a strength of 16 or higher, you can move 2 spaces. And I'll explain the map in a second because the map doesn't line up exactly to this. But it'll be easy enough when I show you. So you can either move, you can pass to another player, as long as you're 5 feet from each other. That's fine. Another player on your team, you can just toss it to them. If they're 10 feet or further, you can throw it to them with an athletics check. But if there's an opponent or a team member standing next to you or the person you're throwing to, they can make a check to try and stop the pass. Now, the teammate is a different thing. So if the enemy is next to him, it's a lot. I'll walk you through it as we do it too. It's only going to be 1 round, so it won't be too crazy. If the opponent is next to either somebody throwing or somebody catching, they can try and knock it down. But if a teammate is also there, the teammate can roll to try and stop the opponent from knocking it away. So you're kind of trying to help the pass if you're with them as well. You can also do, on your turn, something called Hunt. And this is where you're throwing it at somebody. So with Hunt, you make a ranged attack against your opponent, and you treat it as improvised weapon. So it'd be a ranged attack. It'd be plus your dexterity, no, what's the word?
Proficiency.
So we're proficiency, no proficiency. And if the attack hits, then the target goes into a stumble, which I will talk about in a second. That's how you fall off. And then the ball goes up in the air, and somebody can go and grab it. If you roll, if the attack misses your target's AC by 5 or more, the target has a chance to try and catch it, and then they have control of the ball. If it's over by 5, I think it just hits. No, wait. If it's 5 or more, the target cannot catch the ball, and then it bounces back to you, and you get to throw it again. If you miss by 5 or more, the ball just flies off, and you have to restart the round. Otherwise, stumbling. So the stumbling is when you get hit. Typically, you can try. If you don't have the ball, you can try and steal it, which is a handling check. Handling checks. Sorry, I'm going way out of order, and it might make it confusing. So a handling check is how you do a lot of things in this game. And you're either doing a strength or dexterity check to either try and grab the ball or pass it, or throw it throwing at somebody somehow. Sorry, just passing or trying to steal it. And you can add proficiency if you can give me a good description using one of your other skills, like your acrobatics or intimidation or things like that, of how you're trying to get this ball or pass this ball. And then the stumbling, if you get hit or if you fail one of your handling checks, like somebody steals the ball from you, you go into a stumble. You have to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid falling off the platform and being eliminated. The DC for the saving throw is 8 plus 2 for each opponent in the adjacent space who isn't holding the ball. So it gets harder the more people that are around you. I think that should be everything. Again, I will walk you through it because I'm also learning this at the same time. Do we have any questions before we start?
I have a question.
Yes.
When I get hit,
yes,
is there a way for me to use my deflect missiles? Because it's not damage. It's just it's a mechanic that I stumble fall. But deflect missiles kind of inherently lets me catch things launched at me and then to send them back at them.
Put deflect missiles in the chat if you can for me. I just want to read the I understand the general the
right. Because it's like I reduce damage and that lets me catch it if it hits 0 damage, and then with it, then I can spend a key point to chuck it back at them as an attack. So I just didn't know, because I know we're not dealing damage with this. I just didn't know if that might give me like an advantage or a D4 or I don't know, some kind of bonus to.
Let me read this quick again just to make sure I understand this, so then I can add something to that. Okay. So what I'll let you do is, even if the if the attack roll made against you is 5 or higher of your AC, you still get to do the handling check to try and catch it.
Okay.
Is what I'll do for that.
Okay.
Um.
I have a question. Is this
yeah.
place lit up by like
Yes.
torches or
So there
something?
are, because most Goliaths can't see in the dark. I think Axel's one of the few, but there are torches around. Yes, so that they're
I can
able to see.
Okay.
And
So
actually,
Axel can see me right now.
well, there you go. I will bring you guys over to the map so I can kind of explain it, because it's a little weird because they don't line up perfectly and they're not supposed to. So any space that has these smaller rocks in it are where you can stand. Only one of you can be in a space at a time. So even like if I move what's your name? Valrez, there's like 3 rocks here, but only Valrez can be in that space. And you're not going to snap to a grid because the grid's on the actual map instead of in D20, so you kind of have to actually move where you want to be. The red one is the center rock, which is 5 feet higher. It's not a big deal if you want to jump on that one instead, but that's where the game starts. The blue ones are typically goalposts, but we aren't doing the goalpost rules right now. So it's 4v4, and Wayani will say, all right, we need the alpha who's going to start from each team, so choose your alpha.
I'll go.
Before we get too deep,
Yes.
I can't control my token. I cannot move it.
Oh, right. It's because people are changing their names.
Someone moved mine.
I did.
Okay. Oh, I'm the alpha. Okay. So I go
All
with
right.
red.
Name. Your name is controlled by. It's because you changed your name on me. All right.
It's because everyone else had their full name, so I felt like I needed to put my full name too.
Can everybody move their token? Morocco, you aren't on this map because it's 4v4, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't play anyway. I'm just watching from a distance. This is a warrior sport here.
I will also move Wayani out of the way because she's just going to do the toss-up, and then she'll be out of the way.
So what's the team breakup here? I assume we're all on the same team?
Yes, you are all on the same team, and then the 4 of them are on a team. So what we will do is roll initiative to start off, just so we have that out of the way.
22! Oh, nat 20!
Nice.
First roll!
Ooh.
Roach on the
That's a
sideline.
shame that's what it was on.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's eyeing up football.
They call me Hot Shot.
Are you sure it's not skin?
Inside jokes. Inside jokes.
Ooh, let's keep those inside. Very deep inside.
You sure you want to keep him inside?
Okay, we got
Deep
got-
inside.
everybody on the thing. Your opponents rolled real bad. So it is Uthal, or not Uthal, sorry. I don't know why I even said
I'm
Uthal.
alpha, right?
Shadow Mind and the red Goliath are going to do the claw or the bark. Which one are you going for?
So claw is me trying to grab the ball.
Yes. And bark is trying to get the contestant to stumble, and then the ball would go up in the air, and somebody nearby can grab it on their turn.
What mechanical roll do I do for each of those? Claw is.
So we do a handling check, which is you roll a d20. What was it again?
Dex or strength.
Yeah, plus Dex or strength. It's a Dex or strength check. And then if you can describe to me something that would add a skill, you can add your proficiency.
Oh, okay. So instead of trying to make him stumble, I'm gonna try and claw then. I guess I'm used to using my hands in combat, so I think where is the ball? Is it located on the rock?
So she throws it like directly up, like a basketball toss-up.
Okay.
So it's like directly between the two of you. I should have like a little ball on the screen. Huh? I meant to do that, and then I just never did it. Sounds like me. It's gonna be this little flame.
The ball's on fire.
So she throws it up. If that's the case, actually, I take it back. I'm gonna bear. I'm gonna try and make him stumble.
Okay.
So I'm gonna slam the ground down real hard in front of him, trying to like make him like off kilter on it. See how much he's able to endure on this kind of a whether or not he's got strong legs or not, like I do.
Roll your check with proficiency bonus.
Okay, it's gonna be this +2 then. 20.
Yeah, he goes into a stumble as the ball stays up in the air. We don't resolve his stumble till his turn, so it goes into turn order. And it starts with young Pabu. You can move. Let me double check the movement. I think you can move 1 or 2. You can move 2 if you have enough strength, or you have to do a check, I believe.
You said strength 15?
Strength 16.
16.
Okay, so what happened with the ball again?
It's up in the air. Neither of us went. I didn't go for it. I just tried to make the other guy stumble.
Yes.
So if I wanted to go for it, I would have to move 2, correct?
Yep. You jump. So on your turn, you can use the step, which is you jump to an adjacent empty platform. If your strength score is 16 or higher, you can jump to a platform 2 spaces away, as long as the path is clear of any competitors. Doesn't provoke opportunities because there isn't that. You aren't supposed to like hit each other, by the way.
How close do I have to be to get the ball? Like, would this? I guess
As
like,
long as you're 5, like as long as it's in an
space be
adjacent
close
square.
enough, right? I would have to move
Yeah,
2
you'd be able to grab it
there,
from there.
though. So to move 2, I got to make a check. You said?
Yes. If you do a handling check, if your strength score isn't 16 or higher.
Okay, so a
then
handling
you
check
can
would
do
just be strength.
Yep.
Okay.
Strength check.
Or dex, or just strength?
Either one.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna roll
Yeah.
dex. Can I also, try and sell you on something?
Yeah.
All right. So acrobatics, I feel like it obviously goes right into jumping, and that is something I am proficient in. So
Yeah. You can add a plus whatever you're proficient. I think it's 2 at level 4, isn't it?
yeah, if I just roll acrobatics, it should be the same because it's dex, which is 1, and then proficiency 2.
There you
Nat 1. Fuck.
go. Because it's that one, Pablo, I need you to make a. You would stay where you are. Actually, you can still make your step. You can only go to the next square over, though.
Okay.
But I need you to do a. Where did stumble go? I believe it's dexterity saving throw, if I remember correctly.
I'm pretty sure that's what you said.
What?
What was it? I'm still looking for it. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I'm probably yelling out. I stomp down and I yell out, "All right, Thunderclap, you can go for it now."
Yeah, you take you try and jump, but you kind of slip on the rock, but you're able to catch yourself in the next available space. We aren't able to make the full jump.
Okay. So from here, I can't really do anything.
Nope, that would
Shit.
be the end of your.
Okay.
Here's what I'm gonna say, because some of you are spellcasters. I will let you use spells in this turn, but remember, if you do anything offensive, like against the other Goliaths, it's not gonna look good, and you'll probably be disqualified from the match.
Mage hand.
Yeah, do another handling check for me. So dexterity or strength.
11.
11 isn't quite enough to grab it out of the air. It kind of sails past. We'll say. Axel.
You tried.
Okay, so just to be clear, I cannot just like knock down one of these Goliaths if they don't have the ball.
No, if they have the ball, contact is allowed. If they don't, no.
Yeah, You're already exiled.
Yeah.
Okay, I think my strength is 16, so I think I'm just gonna move here.
Alright.
Just to play some defense for Shadow Mind and Thunderclap.
All right. Next is Valorez. His ball is still in the air.
Yeah, I don't have a strength of 16 or higher, but I'm definitely gonna move probably this way 1 for sure. And can I use either nature or survival to use the wind to project me one more square?
Are you proficient in either?
I am proficient in both.
Yeah, survival to use the wind to try and get further. Roll a handling check, a strength or dex plus proficiency.
Ooh,
Not quite.
5, 7.
You try and feel for the air, but it's just dead. There's no wind to help you, and you stay at the one that you landed on here.
Yep. I didn't move the other one yet.
Yep. All right.
There's...
Anything else from you?
No, I don't have anything else that I can do. I can't reach the ball just yet.
All right, so it is up to the red Goliath, who has to make his dexterity saving
yeah,
throw.
I'm still not close.
He got a nat 20, so he is able to catch a foothold. And he reaches up and grabs the ball. So he can't make he can't throw it or anything on the turn, but he does have the ball now.
Okay.
Shadow Mind.
So now I can try and take it from him?
Yes.
Or, okay. And I roll either a strength or dex for that, right?
Yep, opposing
for handling
handling
check?
checks.
Alright. Ah! Darn it, Thunderclap! I told you to get it! Ah! I even made an opening. I am going to try and, palm it up from underneath him. Let's see here. Well, he's got it. Ooh, nat 20 also.
23. He also rolled a 23. Unfortunately, because it's not an attack, the nat 20 doesn't matter, so we'll roll off again.
Okay. 8. Fucking 8.
You got a dirty 20 on this one.
Oh
So
my gosh.
that means you go into a stumble. I need a dexterity saving throw.
16.
16? You're able to stay up? Yeah, you go to swipe for it and you almost lose your balance, but it doesn't even look like you do. You just kind of smooth criminal your way back up. Again, if you have any spells, I will allow it. Otherwise,
no.
We will go to the next guy. Who is, which one are you? Green? He is going to, I believe they all have a good enough strength score to just jump around where they want. Yes, they do. So he is going to jump back here. While this guy is going to move here. And this one, I need that to move so I can see if there's rocks there or not. There's not. So he will stay there. Pabu.
I am sorry. I will not disappoint. I'm gonna try, I guess, to steal it from this guy. So is there not a space here I can step on because there's not rocks there?
Yeah, you're kind of blocked in right now.
Okay.
Because you can't move through enemies. I believe you can move through allies though with this game. So yeah, you're kind of blocked in right now, unfortunately.
Okay. Could I attempt? So I don't know what would happen if I tried to, so you can normally move through a teammate's space. What if I tried to do a maneuver over to this one? Would that be allowed? If I failed, what would that mean though? Would I just come back here?
Yes. Yes, if you failed, you would just stay there, but you can try to do your check to make it over there.
Okay. So I calculate out in my mind how I need to do this, and I think of the perfect form. How important form is in this game. It's all about form. It's what they teach you. So I would like to make a performance check.
Be the ball.
as I put one hand on the shoulder of Shadow Mind and flip over him.
Yeah, all out. You can have proficiency.
All right. So Dex plus proficiency. Got it. Okay. So +2. Oh, plus another 1, even though it's not going to matter. 7.
Yeah, you're not able to. I mean, like you go to try and hop over him, but you don't have quite the jump to it. You just kind of put your hand and push your weight on and go back down on your same
You are
rock.
so tall.
What are you doing?
It went better in my head.
All right. Anything else from you?
Nah, I guess not.
All right, Axel.
I have a question. Oh,
Yes.
benevolent DM.
Yes.
So I can become Big Axel. I can become large. If I do that and I occupy like these 4 squares, essentially, would that be cool?
I'd allow it, yeah, because there's rocks. As long as there's rocks in 2 of the spaces that you're taking up the 4 of, I would allow it.
Okay, that's what I was kind of thinking. So I think Axel, seeing that Thunderclap tries to move over there, follows his lead, but as he pushes off, like his back foot off of the rock just like comes up and he goes into this kind of stone-like form as he becomes very big. And then I'm gonna try and oh yes, I am big. I am the big Axel. And then I'm gonna try and take the ball away from this guy.
All right. Roll your strength check.
And I am very large. I'm just gonna like really try to body this guy with athletics.
All right.
I'm gonna roll it with proficiency, right? Because I'm a big
Yes.
person.
Yes.
And I have advantage, so that's a 23 because I'm in my big form.
Yeah, he failed miserably. So he goes into a stumble, and you take the ball. Oops, the ball has the stumble condition apparently.
Do your markings become more? Did you say your markings become more apparent when you go large? Did you say that in a previous episode?
I don't think so. I think it's more of
Okay.
like there are markings on him, but they're more like runes carved into it, like into the
Okay.
stone that's encasing him.
Okay.
So you're doing like your super large form there?
Yep.
Question: as I see this, I'm just sitting on the sidelines. I'm not playing in the game, obviously, but is this normal? Is this something I've seen a lot?
No.
Okay, I'm leaving with great haste.
I'm
to go-
leaving.
to go get the shaman.
All right. Yeah, you head off to go get the shaman. I will allow
That's
such things to happen.
great
'cause I can't
grandpapa.
stop it. Great grandpapa. Yeah, Axel now has the ball.
Father.
Okay, so my teammate has the ball. What is my objective now? What
You
am I-
can get into a position to help have him somewhere to throw it if he wants to get it away from people. Because you can't throw it at somebody that's 5 feet from you. You have to throw it further than that to actually knock him to do anything. So you could get into a position where he can pass it to you, or you can get into a position where if the other team somehow gets the ball and they try to pass it to somebody, then you can knock it down. Or if he tries to pass it to somebody, you can help them catch it, kind of thing. So it's kind of positioning when you don't have the ball.
Okay. If I go here, no, that's within 5 feet. All right, so I'm gonna jump over to this one and kind of get away from that guy a little
Alright.
bit. And I think that's all. Can't really do anything else.
All right. He has a stump. This is that Goliath, right? Yes. So he has to do his dexterity saving throw. Rolled really well and is able to stay on the rock, unfortunately, for you guys. But that is his turn. Shadow Mine.
If there's nothing I can really do since he has the ball, can he pass it to me, or does that have to be on his turn?
It'd have to be on his turn.
Okay, if there's nothing I can do, then I'll just stay put, kind of like helping support.
Is there a place for him to move on there? No, not really. Is that even you? Yeah, it is. He is actually going to jump over here, while both of these two are going to try and take the ball from you, Axel. Actually,
Okay.
this guy has to move around to the side to do that. So 2 strength.
First one is a 21. Second one is a 25, not 20.
Yes, they both have to try and pass their stumble. And how many are around here? Okay, cool. So Orange Goliath is able to catch his footing just barely, but Blue Goliath falls off of the platform and is eliminated. So he tries to grab it from you, and you just pull it away with your huge size, and it just lifts him off of his rock, and he falls onto the ground. That's 1 out. Took long enough.
Axel
4-3.
fucking shit up. This is my episode, bitch.
So you have the ball still, right? You grabbed it again.
Yes,
Yep,
I still have it.
He kept control. Yep.
You are going to get shown up by the outsider. I want to try and bardically inspire my friend Axel, my comrade.
Yeah, you have Bardic Inspiration now. Which D6 for this level, or?
You know, I don't play many bards. I think so. I will double check, but we'll go off that for now.
All right, cool. Axel, is your turn.
So when I have the ball, the only way to knock someone off is to throw the ball at them, correct?
Yes, and they have to be more than 5 feet.
Okay. But I can only do that. So I can either throw it at someone or pass it to one of my teammates, essentially.
Yeah, or just try to get away from other people and hold on to it.
Shoot, sorry. I think I'm going to huck it at the green one, just because he's all by himself to try and take him out.
All right. I will need
Yeah, throw it at him.
ranged weapon attack.
D6 is what it is.
D6.
Okay.
So yeah, it's ranged weapon attack, no proficiency bonus. So dexterity check essentially.
Okay. Dexterity. 17. And
A
can I
7?
add Bardic to that? Can I add it to an attack roll?
I will give you this one for free. It's over 5 of his AC, so you don't have to add it.
Oh, okay.
And the target cannot catch the ball. It also bounces back to you. Yeah. So he is now in a stumble, and you still have the ball.
I just do like what you do with little kids with dodgeballs, where you just like dunk it off their head, and then it comes back to you.
And on his turn, he'll have to do his stumble check.
Yeah, but that's all I can do, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It is Valor's turn.
I am wide open here. And I'll take a step back.
The red glass going to try and take it from you, Axel. Hey, actually rolled kind of decent.
One. Yeah, I'm doing it with these ones. 24.
He didn't roll well enough, so he goes into a stumble, has to make the save. Rolls a nat 1 and falls off of his rock as well.
Yes.
2 down, 2 to go. Gentlemen.
Quick question: the green one does he have to do a stumble check?
Yes, on his turn he'll do a stumble
So
check.
he's possibly gonna fall.
Yes.
So it's just really orange is the main threat right now. With Axel being in here, I know he's got hair, different armor, he's grown big. Do I recognize Axel Breaker?
Do a history check.
Or has he grown too much?
He seems familiar, but you can't put your finger on it.
Yeah. I guess that's. I don't really have too much to do. I'm kind of both surprised at this outsider coming in and single-handedly like knocking off for like almost all competitors. So like I'm a mix of like surprised, intrigued, impressed, and I think Axelbreaker would know that Shadowmind, this is like a game he used to excel at, but you can tell kind of from his early movements that he probably is not as good as he used to be. So he's just going to keep watch to see how this outsider keeps doing as he tries to figure out this nagging feeling of why he looks familiar.
Yeah, Axel probably got his ass handed to him by Shadowmind many a times before he was exiled.
Alright, so it is then it is the Green Goliath. He has to make his dex save. I was gonna say much easier because he's by himself, but they also, like I always do, roll like trash and falls off of the rock.
Wow.
This is as he's like stunned still from this hard ball made out of goat hide, hits him in the head and bounces back and falls off of the rock. Well, only one left. It seems pretty one-sided here, but we'll play it out. And it is... Which one are you? I'm going to get rid of you because I don't need you. He's going to try and take the ball.
Okay. If you want to.
Is he?
Nat
21.
one. And he goes to grab the ball from you, and you just, like, hold it in one hand. He just reaches for it and falls right off the rock. And that ends the... So, in a case of the outsider standing still and holding it away from all these sad cases for Goliaths, the blue team wins.
Ooh.
And at this
Let's
point,
pass it to the little one.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'm gonna yell back to High Hunter. It was High Hunter, right?
yes,
High Hunter, I was a little bit nervous with you stepping down, leaving me with just the runts. But it looks like you found yourself a good replacement for this match.
it turned out good for you. I was trying to give you more of a challenge, old man, but
No,
Turns out-
this one here, we should be calling him Goat Mountain, because he just stays put like a mountain with his goat ball. How about it, friend?
I do not know if I have fully earned that Shadowmind, but I do appreciate it.
I don't believe I got to introducing myself. That's interesting. Full title being Gargadoon Shadowmind Thun Lakalaga. And he like puts out his hand to shake. Do you shrink down yet, or are you still big?
I would be shrinking down, like probably in the course of this. Like it only lasts for a minute too, and I would return it and say, "Uthal Axelbreaker Katholaga," and we have met before.
When you say that, it like hits him, and like unrealizing, his grip just tightens. You're probably way more able to resist it than you would at a like 14 years old. But and it does feel like also like his grip is weaker than it used to be in time. You don't say.
It's been some time.
The chieftain Ogalai also approaches at this time. Yes, Axel's returned to complete his destiny as was foreread in his ceremony.
Interesting.
But his hair, how is this possible? I kind of
Looks like female.
I have lived outside the clan for a long time. It helped me fit in better. And I was exiled.
most Goliaths will take on either facial hair or growing their hair out once exiled.
You couldn't have shaven those rags off your head before coming back here, couldn't you?
I did not know if I had earned it yet, or if I was still considered exile. I did not want to assume I was part of the tribe if the leaders did not decide it.
Also, I don't mean to bring this up, but who's your quiet friend that's been following us around? You haven't...
Look, she, they, I don't know their pronouns. I didn't ask. I probably would have asked, but it feels rude. They are a traveling companion, and if I do not make it out of this, they will be leaving here no problem. They are Shinar.
Hello, yes, she is fine.
She, okay.
Well, as long as you're here with Axel, you're welcome. But these are the ones I wanted you to meet, Axel. We've got, of course, Shadow Mind. Getting up there in age, but he's still looking to prove himself every day, I can assume.
You only pass away when your body stops failing you, so...
What I like to hear. Of course, you'll need somebody who knows the land. Valrez, Night Hunter. One of our best trackers, hunters.
Best hunter around, especially when these times.
And this little one I told you about.
What?
Young Thunderclap here.
What do you mean?
Well, you'll be joining him in this quest that he has to.
What quest?
Well, I haven't gotten to telling all of you about that, but you're gonna be part of it, aren't you, little Thunderclap? You're gonna prove to everybody how good of a warrior you are.
Right.
That's the spirit. I like to hear it, and of course, where'd Morok get off to?
Is this High Hunter talking right now?
This is Ogilai.
Oh, okay.
Yep, chieftain.
Yeah, okay. I think he was around here somewhere. I think he just ran off mid-game.
Well, he'll he'll be joining you as well, from what I can gather, at least from what the shaman's motions were. But yeah, if well, we should all go back into the shaman's room and talk about what you're to do first. Yeah, follow me, everybody. Good game, everyone. Keep practicing. You lot still need it. Let's go. And when Wayani, I'll be sending them your way in a little bit, so go get the forge fired up. She'll kind of nod and head off, and then Ogilai will lead all of you back to the shaman.
Yeah.
Probably
grab. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Probably just
Marok,
grabs
where?
his. Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying.
Oh no, go ahead.
Let me say we're good.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say something redundant, anyways. He grabs
Go for it.
his muted blue and white tunic and his drum with the shoulder strap, and puts it on and starts following.
Marok,
You did good out there, Thunderclap. Sorry you got outshadowed, but seems our friend here is, well, seems like today is going to be all about him.
It is all right.
At least you didn't fall off.
Yes.
You see the way a rock walker fell off his rocks. Very funny.
So yeah, she will lead you back to the actual cavern. Marok, do you follow at any point,
Yeah,
or do you
I
just?
would.
Okay.
Once I see him kind of walking towards where the shaman's at, I would approach him. I'm kind of like standing behind him though. Just I'm eyeballing the fuck out of Uthal. Because been around for most of these readings, but that was one of the ones that was like, nope, you don't get to know what's going on with this guy.
Yeah, he'll lead you back to the shaman's cavern again, just completely filled with smoke. And she'll turn around. Oh, you found your way. You found your way to us, Stone Speaker.
Yes,
Stone
my
Hearer,
children.
Yeah. So the quest. We should talk about the quest. So as of recently, well, we're gonna have you do a few quests, but as of recently, there's been a problem up at one of the solo clans, further into the spire, at one of our ancient sites, the ancient springs, one of the few still running water sources in Icewind Dale over these last few years. The Fami Laga clan was living there, smaller clan. They just a lot more elderly Goliaths kind of kept eyeing the spring, but recently something terrible's come into the area that it killed a lot of them. Only a few of them made it to us, where they're going to be staying with us until we can get this settled out. I'll let the shaman talk about it if Stone Hero you want to translate for us.
Just bow my head and like pull the. What does this place look like? What does the shaman's place look like? Is there like this hide tarp, or like what's their structures look like?
So he sits on a like a polar bear hide. Otherwise it's very simple. Like he's wearing a lot of necklaces that have different like slates of stones, all these different kinds of stones on him. But otherwise it's a very bare room. He's got some incense burning around him, and there is a fire in front of him. But again, it's very bare in here.
All right. So I'll just like bow my head and walk in, and just.
Oh, I shouldn't yours.
Taristo. I'm gonna love hearing you pronounce this name that you've never heard before.
Let's do it.
Let's see if I can find the damn thing, because I just had it. Oh, it's
I
right
mean,
there.
in my defense, I barely understand the language he speaks.
And you can feel free to interpret this however you want. It doesn't have to be word for word. And you can start going, and I'll keep sending you stuff as we go.
I have no idea how to say that word.
I will. I'll say it for you because it's not easy to pronounce. It's going to be
Arviatrus?
Arveatrus.
Arviatrus?
Arveatrus.
Arveatrus. Okay.
For many years, the White Worm, Arviatrus, has ruled Icewind Dale.
I knew this would become a problem.
She has driven many dragon out of the area.
That's not the right word.
For many fear to approach when she enters other territories. But in her old age, other dragons look to move in. A new dragon has entered our springs. A dragon like we've never seen before.
So yeah, we want you to kill a dragon. Is that too much to ask, or?
I look down to the people who are next to me, kind of laughing at this.
Well, I have already survived one encounter with a Viatras, so another dragon should not be too hard.
You've ran into the white worm and survived.
Yes.
Not many have seen the white worm, much less survived an encounter with her. She usually doesn't come close enough to even see.
One of my traveling companions is curious, so we got to behold her splendor.
Like Thundercaller said, she's ruled this territory for longer than any of us can remember. But her time is growing short, and when there's an absence of dragons, younger ones look to take it up before others can. From what I've heard about this dragon, we usually get whites and silvers up here, but this one is blues with purples and whites in it. Not a blue dragon. Not silver or white. We haven't seen one like this before.
Then we should be off as soon as possible.
Yes, we want to... Beatrice is still a dragon, but she is much more... What's the word I should use here? Merciful than other dragons. We've had it good here for a while with her being the one in control of the territory, so we can keep it that way for as long as we can, especially with how old she is now. She tends not to go after settlements anymore. And even when she did, she was more of a coastal hunter anyway. So the longer we can preserve her, the better it is for Icewind Dale. What I hear of this dragon, it's meaner than any white dragon I've heard of. There's no negotiations when it came in. It just was killing, looking for a place to make its lair.
It must also be bold to move into the same territory as such a ancient dragon as a Beatrice.
Old age brings new challenges.
Yes. Her eyesight isn't great anymore, and he's on the outskirts of her territory right now, so he's just biding his time. He's not fully grown yet, so he's not willing to take her on. But if he can wait it out and keep other younger dragons out, then he can eventually claim control of Icewind Dale. So, if you're all willing, and I hope you are, if you need anything, Wayari, High Hunter, she's in the forge right now. She can get you basic tools. She doesn't do magic. But we're the only Goliaths to have an in-house weaponsmith, an armor maker. So, make use of it if you need it.
Your arrows will come in handy.
Pabu is gonna take a gulp, and there must be some mistake.
How do you mean, young Thunderclap?
You want me to go fight a dragon?
Yes, so with these other experienced warriors who will be teaching you along the way.
Oh boy.
I
Okay.
have more than enough faith in you, Pabu, to complete this task.
He just kind of nods nervously.
Tingle Dragon will be a good notch on my belt.
Who knows, Pabu? You may be able to play your drum to the beat of Shadowmind's last fight.
As he kind of winks over at Shadowmind. So,
You old bastard.
Oh, don't you children think that you're gonna outshine me here. No, I think you'll be fine, Thunderclap. You just need to stay back, and you gotta let me get up there, and I'll slap it around.
That'll be a story to tell.
And
Last
who knows?
fight.
Well, not last fight. Never going to be last fight. In fact, I'm sure, and I look over to Thunder Splitter. I'm sure I've got many more years in me. If he can live this long, I think I can too. But who knows? Maybe you'll get to make a drum out of the remains of this dragon.
At you looking at him, looking at the shaman, he'll like put his hand into his robes and whisper over to Maracus as he holds out a closed hand to you. It says this.
a nod and a hold it.
Drop.
Getting from his words, was he giving that specifically to me, or just like, do I get the general sense he means us?
Do an insight check.
Okay. Oh, 6. Well, that didn't change, so.
I mean, it kind of seemed like it was in reaction to what Shadowmind. I have to remember people's names. Shadowmind said, but it could be for any of you as he drops this rock into your hand.
Do I know what this rock is?
You haven't seen it before.
Okay.
And then he will once again whisper to you, he knows it turns or start. Take that in as you will.
Okay.
He says this will help us. A rock of gravity detection. Not sure what it is.
Okay.
I'll just put it in my little bag I have tied to my rope belt.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
You can answer this how you want to answer this. What language is he speaking, or is it just a special language between the shamans?
So he's speaking Giant, but it's an older dialect that has gone out of phase. So a lot of people don't understand him.
That's all I want to know then.
Yep. So then she would say, "Well, if you need weapons, I can lead you there. Otherwise, you're all ready for your quest to prove yourselves, to make the Thunlakalaga tribe proud."
Will we need to dress up going where we're going, or is it like kind of how we were in the goat ball arena?
You'll want to bring your winter gear with you. So it's quite a travel from here. So
I'm gonna go grab my gear and grab some arrows before we head out.
Yes, perhaps I will go get a bow as well.
I'm gonna redo my robes up, and I've got like a thing I flip back up, and so I'm like a warmed robe that kind of flips back up on me. So, all right, well, I'm ready.
I will get some extra arrows.
Does anybody need anything else from Wayani, or is it just arrows and bow?
What, I'm proficient with simple weapons. Are bows simple weapons or martial? Or something
Believe they're
else?
Simple. Let me.
I think it depends on the bow.
I think a
Yeah,
short bow is simple,
short bow
and a
is
long bow
simple.
is martial.
Short bows. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, short.
How much
I
damage
thought you meant a
does
bow
a
staff for some
short
reason.
bow do?
Yeah, you'd have to do a
1d6.
short bow.
How about a hand crossbow?
Light crossbow or simple.
Sorry,
which is a
hand.
D8.
'Cause I'm also proficient in hand crossbow.
Oh, yeah.
1d6 as well.
But you said simple is light crossbow. I'll get one of those.
Yeah.
Most damage I can do is what I want.
Don't worry, Pabu. I have a special one made just for you here, just your size.
What does
And arrows for the Night Hunter.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Armor, weapons?
When they left to go do their thing, I wanted to like turn to Shadow Mind and be like,
Do you mind leaving us for a moment? I will meet you outside.
as I'm still with the shaman.
Yeah, yeah. Because that's where I was too.
In this
Well-
armor, in this armory, do they have any studded leather?
Is
Hold on.
is Stone here trying to succeed as the next shaman?
Yes.
Is that what I'm getting? Okay, that's what I figured. But I just want to ask. Of course, Stone here. Take all the time you guys need. And then I'll.
And I kind of bow because I mean he was once a great warrior, so bow to pay my respects. Plus he's like fucking 15 to 20 years my older, so
Yeah. How tall is Stone here?
7'8", I think.
Oh, me too. Okay. I've probably
7'8".
shrunk in my old age, but.
Knees
Alright.
start to
Sorry, I
give
was-
out in your old age, and your spine starts leaning.
Yeah.
You know?
I was looking for hide armor. That's what it was.
Yep, there'd be hide armor.
What kind of freaking armor can I wear? Oh shit, can I get armor?
Yeah, you can get armor.
Fuck, I should have researched all this. Armor.
I'm assuming they don't have plate mail here.
You know, you're a big guy, but I think I can fit something for you. Those are the magic words. Yes, there are plate mail here.
See,
I'm
I
like,
was
you gonna ask for
expecting
plate
that.
mail?
Now that is the right question.
Oh, is there a chain shirt then instead?
As
I
long
just
as
didn't
it's
expect that.
not magical armor, it's there.
Oh,
What's better?
okay.
Studded leather.
That's medium.
Stone here, did you want to have a specific conversation or not?
Yeah, but it's gonna be real short. I don't want to
Okay.
take a lot of time.
I mean, they're getting armor and stuff, so they know any armor, as long as it's not magical, is theirs. So
And I'm just gonna speak straight common to him.
I have heard many of the readings, but Uthol's was hidden, and now he has returned. Is this what I am to do as your successor?
and that's what he is very long responses. It is unaristu itar and there's your response.
I kind of just bow.
Thank you for your trust.
He slightly bows his head as well, and then continues to stare into the fire.
I just place my hand on his shoulder before I walk out.
Yeah, and as you're walking out, he says in his language, but for everybody, he says, "Let the mountain spirits be with you."
And with you.
All right, is everybody armored up and weaponed up?
Okay, I would have to
Yes.
ask the
Yes,
smith
sir.
what what armors are available to me. Out of like breastplate, is breastplate available?
Can you wear it?
Medium armor, yeah, I can wear light and medium.
Yeah, breastplate's available.
Take that.
Do they have a +1 quarterstaff that's only 5 gold? No, I'm kidding.
Dude, I'm
Actually,
so
that every
happy.
day, old man. And the same question is no. The same answer is no. I
I'm
don't
so
do
happy
magic.
I might not die.
You see Night Hunter sheath 2 short swords into her back.
This is a one shot. I'm gonna let you guys get all all readied up.
Well, we
You
already
can't
have to
bring it
then.
anywhere else when I kill you.
Then I get
So
the
yeah,
magical sword. No, I'm just kidding.
there's no magical swords, Pabu.
Look, we are going to go fight a dragon, and the dragon may have a magical sword. I will try to get you a magical sword if we can.
Thank you.
I want to have a quick conversation with Shannara before we leave.
Oh yes. Yes, Mr. Axel. What can I do for you?
She's probably just been awkwardly
she's just
following
been
behind us.
Shambling around behind everybody.
I would then also look at High Hunter and say, if it is possible, I know I do not belong to the tribe yet again, but if I do not return from this, would someone be able to escort my friend back to East Town?
Oh, you're asking High Hunter or Orc Splitter's the chieftain? High Hunter's the weaponsmith.
I was asking High Hunter because I didn't I didn't want to ask a favor of the chief.
That's fine. Yeah, we can try to get somebody over there. Make our round. So if worst comes to worst, we'll get your friend over there. She's willing. She's welcome to stay with us as long as she needs.
I would appreciate that. And then I would look to Shannara. Do we have any idea of how far away this is? Roughly?
It's about a day's travel from here.
If I do not return with the group, or if none of us return in 5 days, then you should return to the 10 towns and rejoin the others.
Master Axel, where are the others to rejoin them?
So you're gonna want to go. So the Toll Friends will bring you to East Town, and then you're gonna be looking for Orlin's magic shop. Ask around for Orlin or Zavros. They live in that town.
It's Master Orlin or Master Zavros. What if
She hears in her mind, I told you to stop calling me that.
what if somebody, finds out?
You keep the goggles on your eyes. You stay with the Goliaths until you get into there. If you are found out, well, if you're going there alone, I'm dead. So, the best of luck.
Is there anything I can do to assist you, Master Axel? That was my last orders from Master Orlin.
You have been a fine traveling companion, but I believe I need to do this with my brethren.
I will stay here and wait for you then.
5 days. Only 5 days.
All right. If everybody is ready, you can make the long journey to the ancient springs, which you guys are Goliaths. You have a ranger with you. You know this area. It's not a problem. So we will get you all there. And on the map. Yay. So you come to this ridge line that's surrounded by a higher ridge, as well as drops off into this kind of dead forest area. You guys are at the bottom right, by the way, just kind of hanging out. Test to make sure you can move yourselves. I want to make sure I use the right music. I can't hear the music for some reason, so I gotta double check this is the right stuff.
I can hear the music at least.
I don't have control of myself again.
Axel, breaker.
I am the problem child.
For some reason, you're controlled by Pabu.
Oh.
There, you should be good now. So yeah, you come to this ridgeline that kind of opens up, and when you get to this area, you've been feeling the cold biting wind the whole way. This area starts to get warmer, which for those of you like Shadow Mine's probably been here at some point, and Stone here, it's not common. Even though that there is within the cave up on the ridge in front of you, there is a active spring in there that isn't frozen over even over these past 2 years. You can see there's like spring pools of water opening up in the area that weren't there before. And you can see a glowing coming from on top of this ridge. You can't see what's creating the glowing. You guys can, but you as characters wouldn't be able to see why that glowing is coming from up there.
Question.
Yes.
Not because I saw what I saw, but because I actually know how hot springs work and what creates them. Me as a druid, would I have an idea like of how these hot springs are hot? I want to know if like do I know if this place is magical or not, since I've probably been here.
Do an Arcana or a Nature.
I'm gonna do a Nature. Nat 20.
At 20. You would know before this all froze over, there were like smaller pools of springs outside, but they all froze over. Like there wasn't any active lava that you could see. Like you could assume that within the mountain there was something heating up the water, but there was nothing on the surface, which you can assume from the glow up on top there is something on the surface. And again, over the past 2 years, those things haven't been active. It's all been frozen over. So this is
So it's strange that suddenly they're now active.
Yes. Like you guys never expected them to come back until this everlasting rime was over.
Shadow Mine, do you see that?
The glowing up there.
Yes, the pools. I haven't seen this for some time.
Yes, it has been some time. You think, it's, strange. What do I know about dragons?
Do an Arcana.
Can I join?
Yeah.
My character's all about knowing stories and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
Should I do history or Arcana?
Yes, because you're specifically from stories, you can do history.
Yeah, nat 20.
Love it.
You would know that again, most of the time, Icewind Dale, even before what few stories come from before the White Worm's time, it's been white dragons, silver dragons, which don't really deal with any kind of heat conducting stuff. And even then, you've read stories, or you've heard or read stories on like red dragons and all these other kind of chromatic and
Metallic.
My brain broke. Yeah, metallic dragons, and none of them really have this kind of effect. If I'm speaking right, I should double check this before I say this out loud and get red dragon lore wrong.
It's Jeb.
Yes, I'm stealing the story of the song.
You've ruined it all.
Yes, but from what you can tell, the majority of the time, let me double check ancient red dragons just to be sure. Yeah, dragons don't necessarily always have an effect on the land around them from what you've read. And you were told this is a dragon, some kind of dragon we've never seen before. So you don't know where it's from. It could have come from lands beyond and come into this area that's able to control this kind of temperature flux. And like even as you look around, like on the trees in front of you, the snow is dripping off and melting away, as if summer is starting to come to this area.
This is not common.
Can I like take a look around? Like I see that some of the area is melting, but will I be able to make out like if it's solid footing or if we have to worry about going through ice?
Yeah, do a survival check.
If we're in the mountains, it'd be a 14.
You are in the mountains. So you know that this is all gonna, except for where the pools are, is gonna be solid footing because it's just normal ground, other than where the pools have already opened up. So yeah, so you should be fine walking around here.
Good news is that where the pools are forming, it's the only areas we need to watch our footing.
Okay.
Who
Excellent.
knows? Maybe the springs are just coming back. Maybe they've eaten their way through this eternal darkness.
I'm just rubbing my chin.
But it's
How-
optimistic thinking.
How much light is there in this area? Is it completely dark?
It is not completely dark. So, moon is still very waned. It's a new moon, so it's starting to come in, but it's still very thin. But, I should say, this area up here is lit from this unknown source view. But otherwise, out here would be yes.
I would probably have a torch.
Well, there you go. You have a torch.
Just because I have a free hand and I know
So-
we're all just traveling and not
Yeah.
worrying about
So
my
40-foot
skill set.
radius around Shadow Mind is lit up as well.
Axel, you said earlier that you had faced a dragon before?
In the strictest sense, yes. I
But
came
did-
face to face with a dragon.
How did you survive?
We gave it a lot of meat, and then we slaughtered one of our axe beaks.
Oh. You did not fight it?
No. Didn't say I fought them, just saying that I encountered them.
Oh boy.
And how was it? How was she doing?
She's been better. She had... I don't know if she's always had him. A dead person riding in a saddle on her back. It was very confusing.
Would we know that?
24?
You guys know that she had a rider, and that was the most of the reason why she's been so tame compared to other white dragons, is that she had a rider. Didn't know he was dead.
Fascinating. Perhaps our friend here in the caves might be knowing something about it. Come swoop in, knowing that there's no allies on its side. Not that age really is much to determine things, but it's still an asset gone.
We shall see.
We carry on hunting.
Yes.
Axel, I don't know how if you want us to move forward or how you want us to.
Yeah, you guys can move forward. Are you just walking forward, or what's
Yeah,
the...
I would be.
Yeah, I'm not... This isn't a stealth mission.
Keeping an eye out.
I mean, never mind. I was gonna say I would stealth, but I have a torch.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm just keeping an eye out, just because I know something's not right about this place.
Yeah.
I'd be keeping pace with Shadow Mind, maybe 5 feet away from him.
I am probably the fastest person here, because I have a movement speed of 40. So
You know what? I'm gonna wild shape into a fucking. Not kidding.
As you reach there, Shadow Mind, you begin to hear a noise coming from the cave. You hear water splashing against rock. And you start to hear as something comes bounding out of the cave, as it seems like claws breaking through rock and ice as it's pulling itself forward. And coming bounding out of the cave, full dog bound almost, is this dragon
First of all, dragons are told to move like cats in the D&D lore.
First of all, he's bounding like a dog because he's excited to come kick your ass. He's going to be here.
You know, he was going to be our friend until you said that, Tommy.
Oh yeah.
Just he skids to a halt at the edge of this cliff, and you can see this blue dragon with what's the strangest thing, probably not that he's like an ice blue with all these purple and white spots on him, but that he's got like a white mane to him. Like there's this fur around his head and neck, and even down on his tail, down his back, there's a stripe of this white fur. And as he skids to the edge, and you see these glowing yellow eyes in his head, he flares his wings out, and as he does so, cinders come flying off of the wings, and he lets out a enormous roar as we roll initiative.
So how is the lighting on the torch again?
40
bright
foot
light.
Yeah, it's 20 bright, 20 dim.
20 dim. Okay.
Okay,
I'll
so
put a
I'm
second.
staying on the outskirts of the torchlight, so I'm invisible to anybody who uses dark vision.
Right. That's good to know.
Nice.
There we go.
I love my one initiative.
I didn't see what I got. Did I roll?
I can't.
You did. Oh no.
Feel
Oh, yeah.
lipping off.
No, I didn't. Why did I? Oh, I thought I did. Okay, let me just.
You're on there. No, that's Tommy. Yeah, you're there now. What did you get before? Oh, you didn't roll at all before.
Yeah, that's what we were trying to figure out. So I roll or not.
Let me get some more better music.
I probably took my turn leading the pack. That's.
All right.
Yeah,
so
because I know
listening-
for 100% that his dex is definitely higher than mine.
Yeah.
Yes. So this ridge that's in front of you is about 80 feet up. There are these pathways on the far sides, but he's currently 80 feet above you. He is standing currently, but we start with Valrez.
Okay, can I see? Oop, wrong button. Okay, so I don't think I can see him yet.
Like he is
Can I see
standing
him?
over
He
the
can-
edge, but yeah, if you don't have dark vision, he's
I
visible
do
enough.
up to 60 feet.
Because again, this area is all lit up here from this magma that's exposed on the ground, or
Okay,
lava.
so I would be able to see him.
Lava, the one that's on the ground, above ground.
I'm going to read my thing. Try to read my thing because I can't.
No glasses.
Yeah, no glasses. Okay, it's 150 feet. I'm going to shoot my longbow at him. 13. It would be a 19 because he can't see me if he's using dark vision.
That is correct. So yeah, 19. It hits.
So that would be. So okay, I have to put my glasses on. This is a new character because there's things I can do with this. So I'm gonna use my favored foe, which doesn't take an action. So that will do an additional D4. I don't know what that 8 is yet.
Red Ambusher, isn't that a different class?
It's a Gloomstalker ability.
Yeah.
That's my Gloomstalker ability.
Oh, you are Gloomstalker. That's right.
I believe that's
Increase.
on your first turn. You can get some extra damage in.
Yeah, it deals an additional D8. So that's 6 plus 8. So I can do another D4 on top of that with my favored foe. And I get to shoot him again. With my Dread Ambusher. So I'm going to shoot him again. For a 23.
You put Dread Ambush.
Yeah.
Because it adds damage and another attack? Is that correct?
Yes.
So I double check it. So I know
See if
it's
this
good.
will
But
pay.
that sounds too good to be true. Which is
At the start of your first turn of each combat.
If you take the attack action on the turn, you make one additional weapon attack as part of that action, dealing an extra.
Okay, so it would be
So
the...
that must have been that already.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't roll
So
again.
that
You
would
just
just
add
be that.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so it's the 16 total, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I will move. No, because I can reach it from here. I'm gonna stay where I am, just so I can stay outside of the torchlight.
All right. So, as this arrow connects in the dragon's chest area, he lets out another roar and sees the general area where the arrow come from, but doesn't see anybody there. So he flies over all of you. He's like swoops down the edge of this ridge and flies over you at 30 feet above the ground. And he has a speed of, let me double check this so I don't screw you guys too hard. 80-foot fly. So you should be able to get there. Let me double check it though.
Yeah, it's like 60 from us.
Yeah. He flies at a cool 30 above the ground, and is able to see you at that range as he looks right at you, and will drop to attack you. So.
Like he's gonna drop down and land to attack us?
It's weird because there's you in the way, right? So he does see you, but he's not going to be able to get to you. So he's going to drop to... Tommy, you were lipping off to me, weren't you?
Hey man, look, I was just making a joke.
Okay, a joke. Well,
I'm gonna get the Infinity Stones and go back in time and be like, yo dog, I was just like, I'm gonna redact what I said.
14 is the first. Yes, he tries to bite you.
Motherfucker.
That hit?
Oh yeah, it hits. Like it just hits.
Oh my god!
Kill me, daddy.
How does 23 damage for the first hit?
Holy fuck!
This dragon is strong.
You said 23?
Yes.
Don't forget, all of us are Goliaths and have Stone's Endurance, which can reduce your damage. You can use a reaction to reduce damage.
Oh. Why don't I have that listed on my feats?
Yeah, I don't
Because D&D or Roll20 doesn't include it. For some
So,
reason.
what do I do with that? How do I, like, what do I do?
Reaction D12, correct?
Yes. D12 plus your Constitution modifier.
Okay, D12 plus my con mod, which is a 2. So, 9?
23 goes down to a 14 for damage.
That's a lot better.
That was the first
How many
attack.
times can you use that?
Once.
Once
Yeah,
it's
so-
your reaction.
yeah,
Yeah, until you
react.
take a short rest. So
But
the second attack is only an 8 as he swipes at you with his claws.
That is a miss. Somehow the dragon knew I talked shit on the dungeon master.
He just couldn't get to his
Yeah.
prey because you guys are blocking her blocking him from landing. And that is
It would take that 5 on that second hit. Because the second hit would be the base damage and then the Gloomstalker. It just rolled it on the first one. Because it says dealing an extra 1d8 damage of the weapon's
Correct.
damage type.
correct. You're right. So yeah, I'll add that. Thank you.
Sorry.
No worries. Axel.
Actually, as the dragon's turn ends, because it is within 30 feet of me, I'm going to try to invoke my Stone Ruin, so I need a Wisdom saving throw from it, please. Trying to beat a 13. Real hard.
It did not.
It's incapacitated.
There you go.
Ooh.
Well, that fucked up my turn. No, I'm kidding.
Holy shit! I wasn't expecting that to work.
That actually helps me so I can disengage and move the fuck away from this thing.
Yeah, and it only repeats it at the end of its turn, not when it takes damage. So we can fuck this thing up.
I should have just breathed all of you.
Should have.
You know, I thought the same thing at the end of my campaign.
Don't worry, I still got plenty of time. I just didn't want to end the session in one turn. You know?
Right.
Okay, so that was my reaction at the end of his turn. So then I'm going to bonus action become Big Axel, and like as I'm running over, I would like to like move Pabu like behind me, just so it's like 10 feet of Axel and then Pabu behind me. If that is possible.
As long as he lets you.
Yeah, I would
scared.
just like
A scared
come
boy.
in with a giant arm and just like push behind, and
I
then
was a scared youngling.
I'm gonna fuck this guy up with my war pick because I have advantage.
What gives you advantage?
Because he is incapacitated.
Incapacitated only makes it so you can't do actions or reactions. Doesn't add advantage.
Okay, well I still had.
I double
still
checked
rolled
it because I
21.
thought it did too, but yeah, that's
Okay.
all it is.
Okay,
Yeah, still 21. That still hits.
yeah, so that's 8 damage total.
8 damage. All right, big hit with the war pick as this. These runes are binding this dragon from being able to take actions or reactions. That
Yeah.
doesn't seem right. You shouldn't be able to move,
Me?
but it's on my DM screen, so it should be right.
Yeah,
I mean, it has a
incapacitated.
speed of 0 anyways in the description.
Okay. Yeah, then that makes more sense.
Like if incapacitated didn't, then it also says that.
Yeah,
it has a
incapacitated is just actions and reactions. So.
Alright. Yeah.
That's probably why they say
added
that
the
he has
zero
a
speed.
0.
Mhm.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right. It is Shadow Mind's turn then.
All right, Shadow Mind. Running back from to behind it, and it's gonna start like whooping ass on it from behind. So I'm just gonna do a Fury Blow, so I'll get my 3 unarmed strikes in, because that's all I can do.
Monk shit.
Yeah, I will say, Wave Shadow is kind of boring until 6th level. So, actually, let me. I take it back. I am going to do something else. I'm not gonna for fear of blows. For my bonus action, I'm going to do a fainting attack. So as my feat, I took fighting initiative, which the fighting style I took was superior technique, which means I got to do a maneuver from the fighter battle master, which is fainting attack. So I expend that dice, choose a creature within 5 feet of my target. I have advantage on my next attack roll against that creature this turn. If that attack hits, I add the superiority dice to the damage roll. So I feint him out, and then does a 14 hit. No, I have or 19 because I have advantage.
From your superiority dice thing?
From my feint attack gives me advantage.
Yeah, okay, cool. Then yes, it does hit.
So that's a 19. So I'm going to. It's going to be a. Get my character sheet back up. It's going to be 6, and then hold on. I've got to add a d6 to that. It's going to be 10 damage, bludgeoning.
All right. So you punch this thing in the back, in the haunches.
Right in the butt.
Not in the butt.
Trying to like hit pressure points in his tail.
All right. Anything else from you?
That is all 3 of my actions.
All right.
Dragon fighting is not my forte.
Ugh, I picked a good foe then. Stone Hero, it's your turn.
All right, so I'm going to, after getting completely fucked up, I'm gonna look as Uthal runs by me, and he just becomes really, really large, and just completely hinders this dragon inoperable, like to where he can't move. I'm like, holy shit! And I just kind of look to him, and I kind of have this look in my eyes. I reach out and touch him, and cast guidance on him. And I'm just gonna mumble something that he's not gonna be able to understand in like that ancient speech, and then I'm bouncing 30 feet away.
Thank you.
Reactions to that, sorry.
Yeah. So.
Where is this Goliath gets to go now?
Pabu is pretty scared, but like staring down this huge dragon. But Axel kind of blocks his way, and it gives him a moment to like shake his head and get his head on straight. And he starts to pound his drum, and like as he does, you start to hear a second drum beat and then a third drum beat as he casts mirror image and splits himself into 3. So I'll just put it in the chat, I guess. And then he runs out from behind Axel, because he's smart enough to know, you don't fucking line up. What are we, noobs? And he heads this way. He'll, and then, he'll say...
duplicates?
What?
Where do you want your mirror images?
Oh, do I get 2 or 3? Hold
on. 3 illusionary duplicates, so you get 3.
So I guess just like
they
one...
appear in your space.
Yeah,
they're in your
space.
Yeah, I can just give myself
what
like
it does is it makes
oh yes,
it
and they
where,
stay with you. Correct.
Yeah.
I don't need to.
So it's like whenever the enemy
that.
attacks, there's a chance that he'll hit
Yep.
the mirror
I
image
get
instead
it
of
now.
him.
I get it now.
Which is crazy for a breath weapon.
The breath weapon just kills all of them.
And then I will, for the bonus action, Axel should still have the one I gave him earlier, I think.
It'd be gone just based off of time.
Okay. So then I guess I'll look to Axel and say, you're almost as big as him. Strike him down.
Trying to.
Then give you a bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
That's my turn.
All right. I want to keep calling you something else. Valrez.
What happened with that torch? That
I have it.
You're still holding it? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let loose an arrow. 22
For your,
to hit.
I mean it hits, but for your thing, does it have to be complete darkness or can it be dim light?
Well, I'm gonna move out of the light. It just says anybody who relies on dark vision to see me.
Okay. I thought it was for
I'm
attacks and
invisible.
stuff this one.
No, it doesn't do anything with attacks.
Right.
So that's 5 piercing plus my favorite enemy. Ooh, 9 altogether. And then I'm going to get out of the light. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'll be back by this 3 and out of the light.
Next is the dragon. He can't take his action, so he just has to do his wisdom save, correct? At the end of his turn.
Yes.
What does he
Wisdom
have
at
to
the
be?
end of his turn. 13.
Roll low.
He
Roll
rolled
low.
a dirty 20, so he's no
Ooh.
longer
Okay.
incapacitated. But he's still here for a turn, so...
I
Excellent.
got another fucking thing for him. So I'm gonna seeing the cloudiness move away from his eyes. I'm just like, that worked for a little bit, and I'm going to try to hit him again.
Sharp, I posted it in
Okay.
Discord for you.
16 misses.
Don't forget you do have bardic inspiration. I will just say.
You also have guidance.
Is guidance on attack rolls?
No, I think it's just
Ability
on
checks.
ability checks. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn my bardic.
Makes me feel like I did something.
Yeah, he comes to bring his wing forward to block your war pick, be able to sneak in under and hit him for 10.
And then I'm actually going to then, as I'm bringing that around, the tip of my pick is going to glow a bright red, and I'm going to do an extra 2d6 fire damage, and now I need a strength saving throw from him.
Strength save is a 17.
Okay, so again, like, fiery shackles try to, like, go around him, and it just doesn't work.
Do an insight check for me, Axel.
Okay. Probably. I mean, I only got so many things.
As this fire licks over his body, you can see the dragon being the smus. Yes, more fire, please. Get rid of this ice and snow.
I can only do that once. Sorry.
Then you're useless to me. It is, everybody's got dark names. I can never Shadow Mind.
Shadow Mind.
I was touching Gloomstalker.
I don't think our other characters would want us to kill this dragon. He wants to get rid of the snow. I'm all for
Yeah,
it.
it's like, hey, let's be our friend.
I'm just trying to see. Okay, that's not gonna be worth it. I was gonna see if grappling it was made any sense. No, I'm just gonna Fury of Blows him.
Alright.
See what I can do. So first attack, crit.
Oh,
Hey, that's a crit.
And that's
8.
8. Then 13,
13 misses.
20.
20 hits.
All right, that's another 6.
You get this really good punch in on him, and you a little overconfident. You bring in the next fist, but it slides off his scales, and you cut up again and hit him on the final one. Anything else from you, good sir?
That's it. That's all. Those are my actions.
All right. Stonier. You want to say rock speaker every time?
Just call me Maroke.
Yeah, it's probably
Rock
smarter.
speaker. Yeah, so sorry about your guidance there. Probably shouldn't have done that, but you're about to lose it. Because the next spell is concentration also. I'm gonna try and do, let's see if I can, oh, that's some bullshit. Okay, well, I can't keep it there, but I can at least do this. I'm gonna cast Earthbind on this thing so it can't fly.
Ooh.
What's the save?
Let me check. 14.
What kind of save though? Strength, right?
It's a strength.
He got a 19.
That motherfucker.
Yes, wait, it happened with your dragon when I was trying to do it.
It did.
These tendrils come out of the
definitely
ground,
did.
it's able to just flare its wings, and these cinders come flying out again as it's able to break these magical bindings.
Huh. So yeah, that's you hear me mumble something under my breath, and that is my turn, I suppose.
Young
I don't have any
Thunder.
bonus actions, so.
Young Pabu.
I look to Maroke. I say, "Hold on, try that again in a second." And I'm going to cast Bane on the dragon.
All right, what's the save?
I believe it is a
Rolled it up.
charisma.
That was a good roll. too.
Charisma.
17.
Yeah, I think that beats it. Yeah. Yep.
All right. Anything else?
Unfortunately, no.
Excuse me. Valrus. Night Hunter.
Yeah, I'm gonna let loose an arrow, and it should be within. I should be invisible to it.
Should be, yep.
So a 21 to hit
That'll hit.
for 8 damage.
8 damage.
And then I'm going to move 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet back after that.
Yeah, you catch this thing again with an arrow, and it shakes off some of the damage. Try to ground me, will you? And it will use its disengage action and fly 80 feet straight up in the air.
This motherfucker.
Don't let a dragon sit on the ground for too long, folks. It'll die.
Yeah.
It is Axel's turn.
Fuck. I'm going to look at Shadowmine and say, do you wish to fly?
Oh, I've been looking to get some air time in. I didn't do enough jumping during the last goat ball game.
Then I'm going to run over to Shadowmine and try to, like, throw him up to the dragon.
Do an athletics, not because you can't lift him and throw him. You're more than capable of that, just if you're able to hit him. Actually, let's do
Shadow
a range.
Man is gonna
Yeah, that's
die
fine.
from fall damage.
I was gonna say do a
He's
ranged
fine.
weapon attack, but that's fine too. Yeah, you throw him, and he kind of goes over the top of the dragon onto the other side. You're gonna be falling on your turn there, Shadowmine. I don't know what level monks get free good falling stuff.
I do, yep.
Okay, it is your turn. Do you can fall for free at this level? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, as a reaction, I reduce falling damage I take by an amount equal to 5 times my monk level. So I can reduce by 20 damage.
20. You are falling 80 feet.
Yep.
So that's 8d6, correct? D6 per 10?
Yep.
I need more d6. It's a valiant effort.
That's why I asked before I did it.
You had a +7 to it. It was...
I mean, I had a pretty good chance. It just rolled like shit.
32 bludgeoning.
So 12?
So reduced by 20, so 12, yes.
Oh, that's my initiative. Didn't mean to click that. Ugh.
I'll keep the dice on in case you throw them again.
Gotta keep
40.
calling you Axle Breaker and not Stone Thrower.
It is your turn still, though. You still get your turn.
So I stand up.
Could you like punch him on his way down?
Only because he missed, no.
Oh, okay.
But you don't use your movement standing up because you do have your monk falling stuff, so you would land on your feet. It would just hurt.
Okay, yeah.
Easy as his knees aren't as good as they once were.
All right, you kids. I think it's
bastard.
time we all right, I've got an idea. Sorry, I'm trying to find certain rules. Let's see how he's 80 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that would work then. Because I think I can get up to 4. Oh, yeah, I think I can only jump 8 feet. Also, I can jump higher than normal, so I was just trying to, like, figure out what the rules are, and it is not great for jumping. Yeah. Shoot, that's a good question. I am going to... Does the dodge action... That just does AC, right?
Dodge action gives disadvantage to the attacker.
Oh, okay. So then that's also not something good. If he... Gosh dang, this is tough. I guess I'm just going to... If he's in the air, I'm gonna, scatter some. And I guess if he comes by me, I'm going to ready myself to punch him.
All right. It is your turn, Morok.
You don't get Stunning Strike until 5th level.
Oh, I got lucky then.
Which is why this is not the combat it should be.
Oh.
This was 20 years ago. Shadow Mine would cripple this dragon.
Let's see.
Right, level 4s, everybody. Take notes. Kill them at level 4 so they can't Stunning Strike you.
Looking at everything going on, Morok is kind of worried as he just reaches deep down and in a strange tongue that does not sound like the shaman, speak like the ancient giant. He just reaches his hand up and he's going to try and do it again. 14 to beat. He got a nat 20.
No, I got a nat 1.
Oh, yeah! Fuck that
Well, there
thing!
goes mine.
Tendrils come up again and pull this dragon down to the ground and bind his wings down. He still looks like he can walk around. He just can't fly.
Yeah. I'm going to say, after he lands, say, "The earth calls to you."
All right. It is then somebody else's turn. Oh, young.
Oh, I'm ducking behind this rock, by the way.
Okay, good.
Because I know this fucking thing is going to be mad.
Young Pabu.
It is time to be brave. Pabu's gonna run up to the dragon and swing
Pabu's
with
story
his
is-
hand axe and miss. Apparently. Oh wait, do I?
What the fuck are you
I don't.
doing?
Okay, and then take his hand axe, and swing that one. I do have that fighting style, whatever it's called. 19.
Hey, 19 hits.
So because of my fighting style, no, that's because of the crit. Never mind. So 4 damage.
4 damage. So little Pabu runs up and buries his axe into the dragon's leg as it's being binded to the ground.
And you know what?
yeah.
I'm gonna add a thing to that. I'm gonna add a blade flourish. Hold on. Oh, never mind. Hold on. There's different ones. That was not the one I was thinking. I'm gonna do the defensive flourish on this go. So I add a D6, I believe. Yeah. So I add a D6 of damage. 5 extra damage, and I also increase my AC by 5 until next turn. My next turn.
All right, very cool. It is now Valorous. I keep wanting to say Avantrace or something. Something with AV, Avast.
I'm gonna drop concentration on my favored foe, and I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark instead.
Is that concentration? Because I
The
think you can
favorite-
stack those two.
Can you? Because one says...
We went through this with Zavros.
Yeah, you should be able to stack them.
Oh, well then I'm gonna do
Because
that.
Hunter's Mark is concentration, but favored foe
Oh,
is not.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's
Okay.
the ranger class feat.
Gotcha. Alright, well then I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it, and I'm gonna shoot him again.
All right. Take
And
your
it's
shot.
with advantage, because he cannot see me. Doesn't
Correct.
matter.
22
22.
That hits.
So, let's do my Hunter's Mark, which is 2. And 2. So 11, 13, 15.
15, big hit.
And I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to move here. That's like 25 feet. Still trying to stay out of the torchlight. I think I'm just outside of it.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of hits, so he's getting hit by a lot of things, and he's getting really riled up. So person directly in front of him.
I have a question that we didn't address.
Yes.
He flew 80 feet in the air.
Yes.
And neither of us got an attack of opportunity on him?
He disengaged.
Disengaged. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Because I thought the same thing.
I was like,
he did say he
wait a second.
I was like, no, I was thinking that. I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh, he did say disengage.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Would have laid somebody out on the way up otherwise, but there's so many people around him.
Screw the DM plant smart monsters.
Technically, he's not on the ground yet. It's 60 feet per round.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah,
So he's 20 feet in the air still.
So should we
sorry about
retcon
that.
my turn before that? Or
I'll allow it because I messed it up. So and you
Okay.
did so little damage. I don't care.
in an inspirational moment, he
You
jumped
asshole.
20 foot in the air.
So he is still 20 feet. So he is going to attempt to keep trying to fly towards where he saw his buddy go, but I'm gonna half his fly speed because he's being pulled down at the same time. But he starts at 20 feet in the air when he's moving. So Axel, what's your reach? Can you reach him?
My reach doesn't increase by any, so
you wouldn't be able to. I'll let you take a swing at disadvantage if you want to take an opportunity attack as he tries to fly. I won't. Probably you already hit him, so I'm not gonna let you
Can I
try.
mention the spell specifically says it reduces his flying speed to 0?
Yeah, so he couldn't try to fly in another direction. He's being pulled straight down.
Fair. That's
Unless
fair.
you-
Yeah.
I like honestly though, if you're saying like his wings were open and the wind took him where the wind would take him, like you're not really flying. He's gliding to that location at that point. I'm throwing that in your court because like as a DM, I don't know, like that's
Fly
kinda
speed is
all
technically 0, so I will say that it is 0. But what he's going to do instead then is walk at you and not take an disengage. So, Pabu, because you hit him, I'm going to use that as you're hitting him for your opportunity, if that sounds fair enough to you. But Axel gets to take a full opportunity.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd like to say that I threw my hand axe and it cut across his stomach and then it came back because it boomeranged or something. I don't fucking know.
Or pulled it back.
It's like Sokka's boomerang.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you aren't able to make purchase as he begins to walk. 5, 10. Yeah, fuck it, I'll let him walk past you. You can take an opportunity if you want.
Okay. I did also hold my action for if he came near me to hit him too.
That's true.
So I think that means 2 hits.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll allow it. You need it.
14.
14 misses.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me get the right spot on this fool. What's your walk speed? Oh,
Actually, I take. Even if it did hit, I would say no because I took my reaction falling. I think,
Hey, in my defense,
but I don't know.
he was 80 foot in the air. I cast the spell and then ran in a different direction.
he also has a passive of 18.
He does. But I'm just saying in my defense before I die.
How bad do you want to die?
Does he have dark vision?
At the dragon, yes.
Oh. Okay. All right. I tried.
Also, he's been able to see somebody who's hiding in the dark, so he has some other kind of vision too.
Oh, right. That makes
Yes.
sense.
So, as you see him around the corner, Stone Hearer, you see this light start to broil in its chest. I need you to do a dexterity saving throw for me, please, as you piss this dragon off.
Oh, I'm gonna die even with this dex.
Oh yeah, even if you save, you're gonna die.
We're about to find out what this dragon be spitting.
That's gonna be spitting my guts all over the fucking floor.
Another one of these. There we go.
Yeah, here we go.
The only person who can speak the shaman's language is going to die.
Hey, this dexterity save is not that hard. You pass the dex save, so you take half.
I'm gonna die.
You're gonna go down at least.
What does it look like?
You'll see in a second after I add this up.
After he kills me.
He actually didn't roll great either. So as you see this fire start to spill out of this dragon's mouth, it's not a full like red dragon flame. It's more like a bunch of cinders coming out of his mouth, but it's enough. It does 8 damage, half to 4. He rolled like trash. It's 4 fire damage to you.
Okay, do I have to do a concentration check with that?
Yes.
How do you do those? This is my first time.
Constitution saving throw.
What is it?
Constitution save, and you have to make a 10 because he rolled under 10.
Okay. Constitution saving throw, you said?
Yes.
Oh. This is gonna be bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So he can fly.
Yeah, as he
So-
lets all this fire shower over you. You aren't able to continue to hold it as these bindings break, and again his wings flare out and all these cinders come flying off of him as he roars in triumph. But that will be... Technically, he can fly now. And he only moved half of his fly speed, so he does fly 40 feet in the air. You get an opportunity attack if you'd like.
I mean, I'll bop him over the head. See what happens.
Rafiki style.
Just straight two-handed style. Well, now one-handed because I was casting spells. So
11 misses.
11, yeah. I feel like Tarvalar.
Welcome to my world. Axel?
So he's 40 feet up in the air?
Yes.
Okay. How tall is this rock?
Which rock?
This rock.
10 feet.
10 feet. I'm going to. If I can get to here. Can I? What do I need to do to get up on the rock?
It's only 10 feet, or it's only 10 feet, so you can get on it easy enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I think I'm just gonna hold my action to grapple the dragon if it comes within range.
You can do that. I will also offer you this, because I think it might be fun, if you want to try it. You can also try and grapple. You can high jump a number of feet in the air equal to 3 plus your strength modifier, if you have at least 10 feet of movement, which you did. So it'd be 3 plus whatever your strength modifier is, which you're 10 feet up. You're about 10 feet. I would give you...
I think I'd still be short because that's only 6.
Yeah, I'd give you attack disadvantage if you want to do that, or you can do what you were going to do.
I think I'm going to hold for the grapple just because I'd rather reduce it to 0 and then maybe bring it down to the ground.
Fair enough. All right. It is then Shadowmine's turn.
How high up is it?
40.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do. I will... I guess I'm just gonna delay, because I don't know what else I can do right now.
Okay. Where do you want to delay to?
I'll just I'll ready. So if he comes near me, I'll attack him. But I don't think that's the thing.
Tommy, are you there? It is your turn.
Raggy. No, maybe he'll. he could wait until after my turn.
Yeah, if you want to go.
Oh no, here he is. Okay.
Oh, Tommie's back. Tommie, it's your turn.
Yeah, sorry. I had to
No worries.
go check on something real quick.
No worries.
Okay, so. He's 20 foot in the air still, or what happened?
40 feet in the air.
40 foot in the air. I'm gonna be an asshole. 40 foot in the air. You know what? Fucking, I'm gonna do it again. See what happens.
All right.
That's all of my.
Going for the earth bind. Guess who rolled a 7?
You rolled a 7?
He did.
That is a fail.
He will be coming down to the ground at the. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's going to be the end turn soon, so he'll come down to the ground no matter what. Babu,
So I'm bouncing.
go ahead.
Coming back down to the ground.
Um,
Is that what I just heard?
it's weird because it says per turn. So I'm trying to
Well, can I
decide.
like
if you-
do it and then bounce real quick?
That's what I'm trying to
Or
decide.
can I
If
move
you
and
were right
then
now
do
and
it?
he get an opportunity, or if it would happen on your next turn, he would be on the ground. That's what I'm trying to decide here. Or
You
at
could
the end
also
of the whole turn.
simplify and just say on the dragon's turn it descends however far.
Okay, yeah, let's do it like that. Because I
That's
think that's what I
basically
did
what you
last
did
time
last
anyway.
time.
Yep. So fair enough. Yeah, you can run without getting attacked.
Okay, so well, I can only move 30 feet, so. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go around this way. I'm gonna let Axel protect me. And then I'll move my turn.
All right, it is Valrez's turn then.
Oh, my
Yeah,
turn
I'm
got
gonna
skipped.
move.
Oh no,
Pabu.
sorry, Pabu's turn. Oh, Pabu.
So does it fall each turn or just on its turn?
On its turn, it'll hit the ground.
Okay, cool. So in that case, I'm gonna just hit it with an. I'll move up just a little bit, and I'm gonna hit it with a Bane again. Charisma save.
Charisma save. It is a 16.
Damn it. All right. That be it.
All right. Then it is Valrez's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock another arrow and I'm gonna shoot him again. Can he see me?
He can see you.
Okay, 15.
A 15 misses as he turns his head just in time and ducks as it kind of hisses at you. And in Giant, all of you will hear dirty Goliaths.
I'm gonna move back.
Nice.
My 30 feet.
Does it know Goliath?
It is its turn. It hits the ground.
Can I enact my grapple as it's falling past me because I held my turn?
It is too far for you to grapple because you don't have reach.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. Continues to speak in just where'd he go? And he has to roll first.
Fuck you.
Dex save, both of you.
Damn, he already has his fucking breath back?
Yep, rolled it right away. Oh, you know what?
I'm
I
fucked.
rolled the wrong thing. I rolled for the baby dragon last time.
It felt like not a lot for
I'm
how
like,
big it is.
that doesn't seem right. It's because the book has it laid out so that the wormling's breath is right next to the other the dragon. I'm
So
using.
can
That's what they're
you
right
roll that again so I don't die?
No,
Oh,
this time you're
okay.
taking the whole brunt. So Axel
me
passes. I
roll
need a
this.
dex save still from
Yeah,
you.
there we go.
Actually, well, I'll leave the save.
15?
I'll leave the save the same. You do pass. I'll
Oh,
up the
thank
damage,
God.
but leave the save the same. How about that? Because that was my mess up. $21, half to 10.
I've got. Oh my god.
10 damage as the cinders shower over the both of you. I need a Constitution save from you, Marok.
Yeah,
Of a
that
10.
is true. Should have gave myself. Well, I couldn't. So.
You passed. You're able to put him down. Actually, you guys both passed the dex check of this dragon too. I kept it at the other one, but you passed this one's as well, so it wouldn't have mattered. But it is stuck there, facing down Axel, whose turn it is. It is close enough to grapple if you wanted to do a grapple too. It'd still get his breath weapon off, but you could grapple it.
I would. I'm gonna do an athletics check, which I have advantage, so that's just a 20.
You grapple it. His speed is 0, so he can't walk around now either.
Okay. So I just like have this thing in like a headlock, got like one of its legs, and I'm just gonna try and stab at it as I'm holding on to it.
All right. Make your swing, sir.
Ooh, I only got an 8. It's very complicated what's going on.
This dragon is still bigger than you are, so you're trying to get a hold on him while swinging at the same time and not able to get anything.
I'm going to bonus action second wind then.
Alright. It is Shadowmine's turn. This dragon is on the ground, grappled, earthbound.
Alright, I'm gonna run to it then. Just start Fury blowing it. 17 and what is this, 15 hit?
None of those hit.
Not even 17?
Not even 17.
Oh my gosh.
There's
Alright,
this-
well,
like the tail's whipping away your hands as he's trying to pull away from Axel at the same time.
have fun with this combat, everyone. I got shit I can do if that's the case. Alright, that's it.
All right. Morok, it is your turn.
Question: can healing word only work on other creatures? It can work on me also.
I think it can work
You
on
can-
you as well, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any creature that can hear you, and you're a creature that can hear you.
It says C.
Concentration.
It
Right.
is not
Healing,
concentration.
no, healing word isn't
See?
concentration.
Oh,
It
you
says
just said
see as
so
in
it says-
visual. You can see yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Look down at my hand. I think, therefore, I am.
Therefore, I am.
I'm going to. So let me get this drawn real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna bounce out over here. I'm gonna move 25 foot here. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm just gonna like my hand will start glowing as I put it to my chest. I'm just gonna mumble to myself. It's like he is meant for more, and just heal myself.
He is meant for more, but I'm healing myself. Fuck him.
No, it's like I'm doing it because it's that thing. It's like I need to stay alive so I can keep
Yeah,
him alive.
That's fair.
I'm gonna fucking die. I got 3 fucking hit points. And I think I have a macro for that.
You should. I think it's in on your main page in the actions.
Yeah, there we go. For 8.
Yeah, not bad.
Dang.
Any? That's a bonus action, right? So you still have an action.
Hold on, I'm an idiot. No, I think that's an action.
No, it's a
That's
bonus action.
No, it's a
Is it?
bonus
Healing
action.
word's bonus.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cure wounds is action. Healing word's bonus.
Oh my god! So I've had like when I read this, I just saw one action. Okay, cool. I've got no fucking bonus actions. Well, shit. Well, if that's the case, can I just be running by and just like as my cantrip? Just no, that's fucking concentration. I can't do that. That's it for me.
Fair enough.
All of my spells are concentration except healing word.
Tell me about it.
Gun
Paladins
squad
and druids.
druid.
Paladins have that same problem. Everything's fucking concentration.
I was like, I can do this. No, I can't.
Pabu. Oh, Pabu.
These fucking saves has not been working out for me, but I'm still gonna try it. I start
Another
pounding
Bane?
on my drum. He needs to make a dexterity save this time as I'm casting Fairy Fire, trying to outline him because I've noticed that the others are struggling to hit him.
22.
I you know, at this point I need to just start going in there and doing damage.
Were you intending this combat to be that this just the end? Was this the destiny? Was this Axel's destiny for him and all of his friends to die?
Not even his friends. He doesn't know these people.
He knows.
I'll let you know a secret. This dragon was gonna be harder. And I'm like, no, it'll kill him.
You should have thought about that when you also brought it down to what it is.
That's my turn.
All right.
Yeah.
Valrez.
I'm gonna shoot an arrow at him.
All right.
18.
18 hits.
Okay, so it'll be 11 piercing, 1 for my favorite enemy, and my hunter's mark.
15.
So, yeah, and then I'm going to kind of stay lined up where I am since I think I found the right distance to where he can't see me at all. And I'm just going to move 5, 10, 15, like 25. I think I'm still where I want to be. I'm going to move back just one more, just to be sure. And that'll be my turn.
All right. So this dragon at this point is going mad. It's being grappled. It's earthbound. There's this little kid trying to put spells on him at the same time.
Take that, dragon.
And he's gonna just take his attacks. He bites at Axel first.
Okay.
Not gonna hit because you have plate armor now. Because it's only a 20. I almost said 25, 15.
Misses.
And then he is going to swing his. You know what? I'm gonna flip a dice here. What's he gonna swing next? He's gonna swing his tail at Shadow Mind.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I should have went after Axel for a 27 to hit.
Oh yeah, I'd say that probably hits.
For 10 damage as he smacks into you. Make a strength saving throw.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to use my reaction to Stone's Endurance, that 5.
All right.
Because all I had was
plus your
10
con.
left. Oh, that's right. It's sorry, I was thinking half. 12. God damn, that's weird.
12 plus level. Oh no, yeah.
So by 4 damage. All right. So I took 6. Okay. Sorry, what was that? Strength, something?
Strength saving throw. Yep.
8.
You are knocked 10
Prone.
feet and prone.
Um.
And that is, I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't do much, but it's something. Axel.
I'm just gonna try and hit him again. That's all I can do. 17.
17 misses, just barely scrapes off his scales.
I'm going to action surge this round.
All right, go for it.
Try and hit him again. Nope, of course. Every time I action surge, I always miss.
Yeah, just trying again, not feebly, but like you're trying to swing at his and it's just bouncing off his scales from the angle you're swinging at, while still trying to hold him in place. Shadow Mind.
He gets up. He's coughing. He's not doing well. Everything about this combat is nothing like Shadow Mind has ever really had to deal with before. This is an enemy. He's better suited against things that aren't dragons, just in general. He's not as strong as he used to. He's not able to pull off the skills he used to. In fact, I mean, as Night Hunter knows, I guess almost everyone here, but Thunderclap would probably know that he was more often used in darkness, in like secret missions. So him even holding this light's really bad, but he looks like he's not doing well. He's gonna get up and he's going to move back towards the dragon. Axelbreaker! A long, long time ago, I too was exiled from the clan, and I made my way back in. I think you have promised to be making yourself back in as well. I'm gonna do what I can to help you. And I'm going to, for my action, I'm gonna use the help action. So when Axel attacks, I'm gonna like try to start doing some like, I don't know, like pinpointing or like distraction work on the dragon, so when Axel will get advantage on his next attack.
Alright.
And with a key point for a bonus action, I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Okay. Very cool. Morak, it is your turn.
Morak's gonna move. He's gonna move here, and seeing Axel, he's going to point towards him and speak in some druidic tongue and cast Healing Word on him.
Axel's at full health.
Didn't you get hit last time?
I second wind.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so I'm at full health.
Well, I'm gonna give that a. I should be able to see him if he's holding a torch.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, me, yeah.
No offense, old man. Is he gonna? Nothing.
What?
He's waiting for it to roll.
Oh.
My roll 20 is acting really sluggish right now for some reason. There it goes. 5.
All right.
It's not a lot, but... And then, yeah, a lot of bonus actions. That's gonna be it for me because I don't want this thing flying off, even if Axel's holding him.
Pabu.
Okay. Pabu sees that his magic is just not cutting it right now. Yeah, he sees that magic's not the way right now. So he's gonna run up again. Come in with a hand axe in one hand, his dagger in the other. Yes!
Yeah, that's a nat 20 from the hand
I'm
axe.
gonna pump in my defensive flourish again.
All right, and what do we have to do for that?
D6. So that's another 5 damage on top.
Right.
And it also boosts my AC up 5. Then I am gonna come in with the dagger. I'm like, perhaps the elders are right. I am no bard. I am a warrior. And that's when I run up and I...
All right. Valorous.
Yeah, sorry, distances is very... Okay. I'm gonna shoot him. Like I've been doing. 23. I don't know why. Oh, that's the favorite foe.
Yep.
Okay.
You still have the
And
hunter's
my
mark.
hunter's mark is another 3.
Mhm.
And I will move. It's gonna take me a minute because I gotta zoom back in.
No worries.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think that's where I want to be. Give me just a second. Yes, that's where I want to be.
All right. Again, this thing is lashing out wildly. It's trying to pull up its breath, but isn't able to muster it up. Rolls low against Axel again, so the bite misses as it tries to bring its head around to bite you, and then it's gonna swing its claw out and hit young Pabu. 424.
Okay, that hits. Even. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, hold on. I have to see if it hits my whatchamacallits. I almost forgot those were up. It hits. It goes for me. That's great. I think because I have to roll over a 6.
It does 9 damage to you as the claws swipe over you as you come in for your heroic move.
Okay, so that's. Alright, I just want to make sure that's how it works. I've literally never used this before.
Yeah, you were right.
Okay. So I take 6 damage. Cool, that's fine. You said 6, that's it?
Yeah, you didn't roll very great.
I was scared of this thing.
Was
Come
it
on.
6?
He rolls like 3 more.
9, sorry, it was 9.
Shit, I shouldn't have said anything. I will
Axel.
Stone's Endurance that then. Fuck it, I haven't been hit yet.
D12 plus con.
That's my con, which is 1. 9. Okay, so I don't take any damage.
Actually, you see as Pabu just kind of grits himself down and takes the slash, but doesn't seem to take any damage.
Can
from
I
it.
like?
Oh, yeah.
I put my arms up as the hand comes in. You see they turn that hard kind of like stone kind of thing as they rake across my my arms.
It destroys your drum. No, I'm kidding.
Axel.
You are doing great, Babu. You're so good. So proud of you. As I try to take another attack.
19 hits.
10 damage.
Axel. How do you take down this struggling dragon?
Fuck. I think I just like as I'm holding its head and like kind of getting some like tangling up its legs, I'm just gonna drive my war pick right behind its skull and just like pin its neck into the frozen ground.
And it continues to try to fight as you're pinning it to the ground. You see the snow melting as you're pushing it down. And then the embers in its eyes start to go out as it lays still. You guys have killed the dragon.
But that was just the baby.
And then the ancient one. No, yeah, that was it.
You guys
The
would see
mama and daddy
Valrez.
show up.
You guys would see Valrez emerge from the darkness like a shadow to retrieve. And just starts pulling out her arrows from this dragon.
This thing is just filled with arrows on the one side. It's just been putting in an arrow every turn.
I think Axel just like comes out of his enlarged form and just like is sitting on the dragon's head and is like, it got real dicey there for a little bit.
Oh no, we did good.
You can tell almost immediately a chill rushes over you. And you see as the branches on the trees start to freeze up again, and these pools these hot springs start to freeze over.
Well, it didn't take long.
I did not think it possible.
We are true dragon slayers now. Now you can also say you faced down a dragon and live to tell the tale.
Yes, this will be
I wanna harvest its claws
a good story to
as
tell.
a.
Yeah, you can pull its claws out.
I'm just making my way to the frozen, like the springs that are
We should-
slowly freezing over. And just looking at those and looking over at Axel and looking back.
We should all take a trophy.
Well, I'd say if there was a loser in this game, it was probably me. I didn't really do much with it. So I think I'll let the kids, they'll take their trophies.
I want to take the hand axe and start carving its like fur off of its head, that white fur.
You can shave the fur off of it, yeah.
'Cause I want to use that shit as, clothing.
wants to make a monster.
Gotta start
uniform.
practicing now. Pull that
Little one,
shaving.
let me help you.
As you are shaving this dragon, with your, what was it earlier, Pabu? Your history that you rolled really good on 27 history check. About dragons. As you're thinking about harvesting these treasures, you think of one of the most key things about dragons is they have a horde.
Axel was going to start moving towards the cave.
Any self-respecting dragon looking to take over territory would have a horde at least started.
Yes, once we finish getting our mementos, we should move into the cave. It may have gold in there.
And Shadowman, you're not dead, therefore you do not lose. Gives him one of the claws.
He'll take it as an appreciation token, but he has like a grimace on his face at that. Kids these days, all they want is participation trophies. As he starts walking towards the cave.
Yeah, Axel would be making his way towards the cave as well.
Yeah. As you guys make your way up the slope and into the cave, you can see on the outside all these different runes etched into the cave walls. And even as you go inside, they continue along there. The tunnel goes down a little ways, and pretty quickly opens up into this large circular room it's filled with steam coming out of this spring that's in the middle. That's not frozen over. It's completely still open. It hasn't started to take like outside. And from what you've heard, it's stayed open these last 2 years. So there's something with the spring that's keeping it from freezing over with this magical winter that's happening. And you can even hear as water drips from the cave ceiling as the steam goes up and collects on the cave and drips back down into the spring. And sure enough, in the far corner, there seems to be treasure. Treasure. It's also a pirate standing there.
Treasure. Here's me pirate ship.
There's me pirate ship. You found it.
All right, finally someone I can fight.
I am looking for any swords that may be magical, because I told Pablo I'd get him a magic sword.
There
Hand
isn't a
axe
magical,
works too.
isn't
Short
a magical sword, and it's compared to what your wild imagination would take you to a dragon sword. It's not very large, but there is a pretty good pile of gold and silver and copper, as well as sitting on top of it some kind of helm that looks to appear to have some kind of eagle-looking head, some kind of ferocious bird head on the front of it, and it's made out of silver. And there is also a large hammer there that seems to be glowing.
A lot of fancy stuff.
Yes. Can I take a closer look at the hammer?
Yeah, do a investigation or an arcana.
Okay.
And when you do, you'll get different information.
I'll just do an investigation. 7.
It's very well made. You could assume dwarven made, which wouldn't be far off because, like I previously mentioned, the Thunlaka tribe has High Hunter as a weaponsmith, but she's like the only one. Otherwise, Goliaths usually trade with dwarves because they value their craftsmanship. So you don't know where it came from, how the dragon got it, but it does seem to be dwarven made. It seems to be a good hammer. Outside of that, you're not entirely sure. There is like a sun cresting the horizon carved into the sides on each side of the hammer. But other than that, not quite sure.
You know, if you would like me to tell you if it does anything, I can do a spell.
That would be great, Babu. I just know it is well made.
Okay. So he sits down and he very gently taps his drum. For 10 minutes. It's very annoying. The cast identify.
Identify. Put in the chat for me, please, just so
Sure
I know what
thing.
all to give you. Is magic item or some other magic imbued object? You learn its properties, how to use them, whether it requires a 2-minute use, how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item or what the item created by a spell. Blah 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 blah. All right. So you would know that this is a +1 hammer. It does hammer damage, obviously, plus a D8 of radiant damage. And it is called Day's Break.
I learned its name too. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Do I know where it got that name or anything? Any lore behind it become apparent?
Do a history check.
Ooh, like 17.
17. It was not made that long ago by the dwarves in the Dwarven Valley in hopes that it would be able to bring about the return of summer to Icewind Dale. It's not that old a hammer. Somehow it ended up in a dragon sword, though.
This is Daybreaker. It is crafted in hopes of one day bringing summer again. And yes, it is magical.
I have some friends that could make very good use of this.
Too bad it's mine. No, I'm just kidding.
My new name is Pabu Daybreaker. What's with the fancy bird head? Nice. Kick over the helmet, the bird helmet.
Is it one of those spells that stays up, or do I have to cast
One
it again?
object that you must touch, yeah.
Gotta cast
Oh
it
fuck!
again.
I just realized I needed a.
No,
I
I was
needed
gonna be
100
like
gold.
in person, like,
Owl feather.
Where did
Shit.
you find this pearl?
Pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces, and an owl feather.
It doesn't matter.
There's
I
a
won't
pearl in the
cast it
dragon
again
sword.
because
There's
I-
so many pearls
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't know.
truly. Yeah, there's 2 pearls sitting
There
there.
was a pearl that I found.
Yeah.
And that's what I used. Yeah.
Yeah. You can
Yeah.
cast
what
it
a
again.
lucky coincidence.
And an owl feather.
Wow, that's so weird.
So
No, just to let you know, the pearl is not consumed when you cast the spell.
Oh,
There
so I
you
just needed one pearl.
same
Okay.
pearl. There's only one
Yeah.
pearl. Turns out in this dragon sword is at the bottom of all this gold and silver and copper. You just pushed aside and found it. So yeah, you touch this helm, and you would get this is the helm of the Griffin, +2 to your AC, plus you get 1 additional action per day. So it's like an action surge.
Mm.
And roll a
Would
history.
be good, easy to hit.
20.
This is a very prized treasure, long lost by the Goliaths of Sky Tower Shelter.
This is a long lost treasure of the Shield Tower. Right? Shield Tower? I said
Sky Tower.
High Tower. What?
Sky Tower.
Sky Tower.
Sky Tower, you don't
Sky Tower.
say!
Oh, well then. This seems to be the prize of the whole thing then, if we can bring back a Sky Tower relic.
That would be quite the accomplishment.
Kidding, but just like, toss the hammer aside. I don't need this piece of
Yeah.
shit.
Dunks against the floor behind you. In the pile of gold, silver, and copper.
I
Sorry,
grabbed the
did you
hammer and
describe
killed myself.
The hammer and the helmet, or was there a third thing?
It was just the helm, the hammer, and the currency.
Okay.
The monies.
Mony
Moni,
monies.
moni.
Tell me, Axel. Why did you come back here after all this time?
It felt like the right time to do it. My other friends and I, we were traveling, and I saw a figure surrounded by a blizzard, and I also saw Auriel herself casting a spell on top of a mountain. But the figure in the blizzard, it was less than I thought, but it seemed appropriate to come home.
And you said your friends were trying to end the eternal winter?
Yes, I believe one of them has on many occasions said he wants to kill the ice bitch, I believe he calls her. I do not know if they'll be able to kill the god, but perhaps at least ending this winter.
As you guys stand around and discuss what Axel's destiny will be, Rourke, is that your name? Morik, give me a insight check. Your rolls are slow tonight. There we go.
No, I was trying to find it. I was like,
Where's
19.
all those eyes?
You remember that you were given an item that was supposed to help you on this quest.
oh my god. Completely forgot about that trinket. Hey, dragon, come to the fucking ground. I don't need to cast these spells. I'm keeping that to myself.
Oh my god. Oh, by the way, what was that rock you got? I was kidding.
None of us know what
rock.
gravity is.
It's like,
All right. If you're going to keep it in your pocket, then we will save those secrets for another time, possibly, maybe. That's going to be the end of this session. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you guys enjoyed and you want to see more of these Goliaths, be sure to like and leave a comment or something, and maybe we'll bring them back. There's a weekend I have to be gone in October, so maybe we can pre-record something, possibly. I don't know. We got more quests to do, so I think it'd be fun to check these guys out again.
please like and comment. I want to play this again.
Yeah, I was
please.
gonna say. I hope the players enjoyed. Because
Yes.
it was something I just brought out. I'm like, they won't care, and then they seem pretty excited. So I'm really happy, and I hope they enjoyed. And they got to fight a little dragon.
Yeah.
Be sure to join us on Wednesdays when we usually stream on Twitch at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, be sure to watch our other shows. Sunday we have Lost Song of Fandelver, the sequel to The Lost Mine of Fandelver, as well as on Mondays we have Amoris, our homebrew game. Both of those are at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Patreon, you guys are great. I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.